Hey everybody, it's Ganzo the Gamer, and it's time for some Friday night magic or Friday, whenever you're watching this later magic, because that's totally a thing. I'm joined with
Dr. Venture Senior here for the VOD magic. Yeah, it's MTG Arena. We're doing it up, jumping into the weekend with us, and for the special event that they have waiting for us, it's Nox's Cascade Constructed. Ooh, I fumbled that one.
Yeah, I probably would have too.
But yeah, that one with the caveat that with Cascade in effect, anytime that you cast a spell, you start exiling the top card of your library until you hit another spell that is equally or lower costed. And then you have the ability or opportunity to cast that spell as well. And then everything else that you exile just goes to the bottom of your library. So that is
Oh, is
spice.
it? That's the bottom of your library.
Yeah, it doesn't just go exile into nothing. It just shuffles back in.
Somehow I missed that when I read that. I didn't realize it went back in the library.
Yeah. So yeah, shenanigans, definitely that's gonna be ensuing. It's gonna be spicy and
Yeah, especially with us, because this is a format that deciding on what cards to put in your deck and like preparing a deck just for this format is totally the thing to do, and we're not bringing prepared decks in whatsoever.
none whatsoever. We're just going into it blind, like, oh hey, that sounds cool. Let's see how my deck does.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try Mono Blue Tempo because
Word. Well, that's the thing. I was having, and I imagine a Mono Blue Temple will actually perform quite nicely, but I was having issues with the game, seemingly, in that Arena didn't want me to play Arena. I was having that whole launcher issue that where you press the game, it goes through and gives you whatever error it was,
huh.
and so I reinstalled it, and it still didn't work.
Really?
So I struggled through that for about 2 or 3 days until I actually got it working today.
Really?
Yeah.
So you haven't even know to play Arena for?
Yeah, Arena hasn't wanted me to play Arena. Not that I'm at a loss for games to play right now.
We all know how much you love Hearthstone. We've been playing that.
What are you talking about? I've been going through and playing the new Diablo on my phone.
I don't have a phone.
What? Don't you guys have phones? Let's jump into it, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So is this just like a bad out of season April Fool's joke? Oh, it's so good.
It's so good, but I mean, everybody's moved on now. Now everybody's mad about not getting a canvas bag and
in Fallout 76, the collector's edition. Well, it's like what you pictured was a really nice, like, it was a decent looking canvas bag.
Yeah.
That's all, like, pimped out with emblems and whatever branding they have on there, so that it's a Fallout 76 bag. And the one that they shipped was like some cheap nylon plasticky trash that
it's not even canvas, so they didn't actually follow through with what they promised.
Nope, it was nylon printed on horrible cheap thin. Like, people were going through and looking at the product shots of it, and they're like, no, that just must just be the bag that the actual like helmet comes in. Like, no, that's the actual bag that's supposed to be included in there. And in the lighting, it looked like a trash bag.
It actually kind of did.
Yeah, it was bad. So I kind of get that. I get the ire that people are expressing about it, because you're dropping how much for a collector's edition?
It's like $200 American or something like that. I'm not actually sure. I don't think it's 200, but it's close to.
But you're expecting what's pictured to be delivered upon, and to actually follow through and be nice.
Well, to add insult to injury, apparently they did like some event or something where they gave influencers a really nice bag from Fallout 76 for free, but their paying customers were left high and dry.
I don't even know what to think about Bethesda these days, man.
So I'm all queued up. I'm gonna go in. Well, the other thing that was interesting, because I'm a fan of Leonard French, the copyright attorney, and what they figured and pointed out was that yes, they have binding arbitration, and you can't do class actions, which is bad and annoying, but they have to pay for arbitration as part of their own clause. So if you take them to arbitration over something where they have very obviously screwed up, not only are they likely to be proven guilty by arbitration, they'll have to pay all the legal fees.
So people
and they can't do it class action, so they have to deal with everybody.
Each individual one rather than dealing with it as one mass lump. So they really are kind of shooting themselves in the foot in that one.
Yeah, which I thought was very, very interesting. That's where they're stuck. I don't really have anything good for early on.
You can opt, which
Let's just go for it.
that's the thing. What are you likely to go through and hit with an opt? Another opt or a Curious Obsession, dive down. Hopefully you'll go through and just hit Siren Storm Tamer, or your unblockable Merfolk.
Well, to be honest, I've actually gotten a lot of my one costs,
Yeah.
so... What?
What?
Okay. What?
Where's all your one cost? What the heck? Where's your one costs?
What? What?
I don't think I understand how this works. I'm
Nope.
confused.
Oh, less than. Less than. Not less than or equal to, less than.
It's not equal to, it's less than.
Check the sign.
Okay.
Yep. That we were not expecting that.
Learn something new every day.
Tap out the 2/3 on their turn, might as well.
Good point. So, like now?
So much artifact. I'm not used to this being able to, like, do things on their turn.
Interrupts and such. Storm Tame? Aw, yeah.
I wonder if this is Golgari mid-range I'm facing. Because it has a lot of the,
Could be.
a lot of the earmarks of what look like, mid-range.
A lot of the telltale signs.
That's what I'm...
That's the old pickle.
Jade Light Ranger. What a surprise. Not really.
You were figuring something along those lines. Not natural. Naturally. Woo-wee! Doomy Doom.
Yeah, that's Golgari mid-range.
Let's go Gary mid-range, alright.
Oh.
Get the Jin out and some more bodies.
I almost hit decline there.
Don't decline! So yeah, since Arena wasn't really working for me for the better part of the week, I was going through and obviously keeping myself busy with Artifact and then Hollow Knight. Ah, bloody Hollow Knight! I'm so crap at platforming, but that game is so good.
I didn't actually realize that game was developed on Unity.
I didn't realize that game started off as a Kickstarter.
I didn't realize that either.
No. Which I think in the end credits. So I've gone through, I've beaten the Hollow Knight, I've gone through, beaten a bunch of other bosses that I neglected. I awoke the Dream Nail. What are you doing here?
I don't know, but Doom Whisperer, being able to surveil is going to be really useful.
That's gonna be super strong. But yeah, I managed to get to the point where I could actually enter the White Palace. Holy bloody platforming hell.
That good, eh?
The only reason that I was able to go through and complete it, and because I went through and I watched a walkthrough from someone who'd done it, and they completed it in about like a little under half an hour.
Right.
I think I took it like 3 times, maybe longer. And the only reason that I was able to do it was because I was able to equip a charm that basically, effectively gave me infinite tries. If I was going through and I was working on the life that they gave me, I never would have. But because I managed to work it out so that it would always heal like my last damage point that I took, I was able to always go through and just have another shot, have another shot, have another shot. So, oh,
I really gotta try the game.
Game is so damn. So yeah, now I've actually accessed the part where I can go through and beat the final boss. It'll give me the real ending, the good ending. But damn that game. I'm looking forward to see what Gary does. Because I don't believe they have any more DLC slated for Hollow Knight. That was the other thing too that I was reading about.
I didn't even think about that. I counter their spell, but they still get to put something out.
The second one.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I might
May as well.
Unblockable. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off there.
No,
I just hadn't expected that.
That was completely legit because it's like, wait, what's going on here? Shenanigans mode, Cascade. Yeah, it's craziness.
I'll tell. I'd rather them having a lot of war elves than a Vivian Reed.
True that. But yeah, I was reading about Enter the Gungeon. Apparently, that one's getting. They had plans to go through and release a bunch more DLC, but they're just gonna go through and release one kind of like Grand Mammy final DLC, and then that be that on it. It's gonna be free, so it's not paid for.
Might as well go for maximum over card.
May as well.
Because that's the thing.
Thing is, don't they need to attack for it to work? Otherwise, it exiles or destroys.
Yeah, I'm not in the best position here. I'm hoping that I have the damage advantage, and that's what's gonna win me the game.
Okay. You need to put both of those, otherwise.
Yeah. But luckily, this one does that, and I'm gonna smack them to the face for both. So.
Oh, sweet Marauder. Yeah, I really need to pick up Enter the Gungeon and try. Ender,
I've heard so many good things.
Ender loves that one.
I can't remember if I own it or I just played it through Steam Share from Ender. It was good.
Yeah. I know, he has a good time with it. I've seen Donkey play it a bunch. Yeah, any mentions that I usually see of it online are a phenomenal game. It was just one of those things where it's like the development team has gone through, worked on the game, and then gotten to a point where it's now they've seen how much better they are at making games, and then kind of look back at some of the code that they did, and they're like, what the heck were we doing? So any future updates that they're trying to come up with just end up causing problems with the old code.
Yep.
So that's why they're kind of like, Taken 4.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
They're dead, basically.
Yeah. I mean, you could have tried to do a dive down just to have saved the
Could have.
Yeah. Not really worth it. You're still going in overhead.
I'm probably want to essence scatter whatever they're planning to do in the second main. That's fine. Yeah.
Do that.
If it's something flying, I need to stop it.
Well, not necessarily. You still have the Marauder.
I do still have the Marauder, but I'm not getting in for lethal.
Right.
What does that do? Finality?
Oh.
That's a bug. What does finality do?
It gives it's +2/+2, or it's +1/+1 counters, and then it gives everything -4, I believe. So, probably want to dive down your Marauder.
I want to dive down both.
Oh no, the Jin will still survive. If I'm not mistaken, finality is 2 +1/+1 counters on.
It's kind of annoying that I can't see it.
I believe, and then it's -4/-4 for everything.
Fine. That will save it. Hexproof. That's one hell of a stack.
That is quite the stack that's going on here. Woo-wee!
Yeah, I've got nothing out of this because there's nothing less than 1.
Well, there is. You just don't happen to have anything in your deck.
That's true.
Them.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic! I'll take it.
Joss!
That was actually the card they needed to stop me from winning on the next turn, but
was it though?
Yeah.
You're still gonna get it in with your Kite and your Jhin though.
No, they had 2 Doom Whispers now.
Yeah, but it was tapped out.
Oh, the second one was tapped out.
No, the first one was tapped out.
Yeah, the first one. So
the second one was still
the other one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point. I'm not 100% on the ball. So.
On the ball enough to go through and pick up the win there against Doom Whisper. Jeez. Doom Whisper is, or I believe, what's the friendly nickname that they have for him? Mr. Tickles, I believe it is.
Okay.
Look at the card art. It makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense. Still weird.
Yeah. But I mean, the fact that he just has so many arms, he must be killer at tickle fights. How do you counter that?
You know, if saying Surveil would be powerful, but it won't be, because almost every time you play, you end up shuffling stuff. I mean, later.
Does it shuffle, or does it just go through in the same order?
I don't know. That's a good point. I don't think it said shuffle, so I actually think you're right. It's an impressive effect, especially when it does the whole deck.
Yes. Like that.
Yep.
Ooh-wee. Shock-O-Rama.
Should I just... let's go for the full-on...
Divide down?
You go for Spell Pierce, but that seems overkill.
Yeah.
That'll actually be useful.
That'll be handy later on. For something far more imposing. This is just the minor one for
I mean, having them burn a shock is never a bad thing.
Nope. Get that cheese out of here.
Mr. Teferi? I see you're using red magic now.
Go figure. Had a change of heart. All that being patient has made him impatient.
Wow.
Like that. Shockity shock.
You know one thing, terrible time, but Artifact, just getting cards doesn't feel like magic. It's the RNG is just not.
Yeah.
I never feel bad about what I've got, where I'm like, oh, I got screwed.
Especially considering you're just drawing through so much anyway. You're drawing 2 at the beginning of each lane.
Yeah, it's true. Not each lane, each round.
Each round, so, sorry. So you're still going through a lot.
Yeah. It's hard not to compare.
It really does feel like an apples to oranges comparison now. It's hard to go through and equate it to other games, because it really isn't.
It is, though.
It is, but it isn't.
I don't think it's fair to say it's apples to oranges. I don't think it's different kinds of apples. Like a Granny Smith to a Macintosh. I mean, it's...
Granny Smith to a genetically engineered bionic apple.
Well, I mean, because they look very similar, but... I mean, if you go into the flavor profile of it, it's a completely different flavor profile. So it's...
This is like...
with hints of the similarities.
It's a 3-bodied super apple.
Yes.
Again,
it's still I like the 3-bodied super apple.
It's really hard to compare. And I think that kind of shows in the fact that it's not really a free-to-play game either.
No. Well, I'm not comparing the arena. Yeah. I'm actually comparing the card game itself. The card game itself is not...
Yeah.
And in fact, it's probably a more fair comparison against paper Magic than it is against.
I don't know. Speaking from just like a pure approach of how they handle the game, especially in terms of economy, it seems like it's a better comparison to just MTG Online.
Or MTG Online, yeah.
Because you don't grind to get free packs.
No, you don't.
You gotta buy everything that you get.
Yeah, well, that's what I was saying. It's closer to. I was thinking paper Magic than this, but it's still the same underlying game between both. Economy is one discussion. Economy, I guess, is part of the digital experience, but
it's part of the whole overall package and presentation of the game. It's so closely tied in is that that's where I find a lot of the Discord ends up happening for people who are basically carpet bombing negative reviews on Steam. If you go through and look at the Artifact game,
well, yeah,
is that
yes,
they're going through and comparing it to Hearthstone and MTG Arena and Elder Scrolls Legends and Eternal, Shadowverse, whatever, any other digital card game out there.
But they're
that's not MTG Online, and they're like, "What the hell? The economy in this thing sucks. This game's trash." Blah 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 blah. Compared to a traditional card game, traditional CCG, paper ones, or MTG Online, which is the closest digital analog that I can find, and it's like, yeah, it's actually fairly reasonable. Especially since the card pool is so small right now that to buy in fully for Constructed isn't that, far-fetched.
Well, no, yeah, because I mean, for me to finish my collection was going to be like $200, which is what you could pay for a paper deck.
Well, it's like just under $300.
Yeah.
Which still is, compared to Magic the Gathering, and you look at what some of the crazier tier 1 standard decks are, like that's how much a deck will cost you. A bit more, a bit less sometimes, depending on how crazy it is. And don't even get me started on Modern.
What's this? No, it's true. It's cheaper. Again, yes, I can see why people, and I agree with people being upset with the monetization model.
But it's not an apples to oranges. It's not an apples to apples comparison. Though. It really is apples to oranges because they're approaching the game from a completely different standpoint, and they want the cards to have inherent value.
Yes.
Making the game free strips any potential value that the cards could really have. Long term.
No, I get that too, but I can get why people are upset. I mean, for me, I understand and have not too much of a problem with the economy. So all I'm left to do is compare the gameplay, and that is closer than a lot closer than the monetization model.
The economy and the monetization seems to be too ingrained for the way that the game is designed to really go through and be like, nah, I'm gonna ignore that. Because especially for the long term of the game.
Well, to be fair, I can get the deck I want faster in Artifact.
Yep.
And at truly face value, it's been less money than Arena or Hearthstone.
You can do a lot of things.
So, I mean, you
can do a lot of things cheaper than you can certain other games. I mean, you can't draft for free in Hearthstone or MTG Arena. You can in Artifact.
Yeah, there is no phantom drafts, and there's phantom drafts in MitGo, but you have to pay for them.
Yep.
So.
And it really does seem like that competitive, at the very least, seems to be headed for mostly draft-centric, draft-oriented kind of model. Is that, I mean, aside from the RNG of what packs you're cracking, there is really just skill in being able to go through, pick out your cards, and kind of design a deck on the fly that will work.
I mean, there's skill in...
There's more skill in that than there is really just going through, throwing a bunch of money at the screen and being like, this is my tier 1 net deck.
Yeah, well, there's skill in that in Arena, too. I mean... And throwing money at the screen and saying, here's my tier 1 net deck is a bigger problem in Arena than it is in Artifact at the moment.
Which is kind of funny because it's considerably harder to actually get the cards in Arena.
Yes. Ah! Alright, I guess I'm playing it. I meant to put that back in my hand, but...
Too bad! You get to opt instead.
Sure, actually, I'll take a land.
Yeah, actually, that's pretty decent. That way you guarantee that Jin. Not terrible.
No, not terrible at all.
I mean, it would have been nice to have the surprise factor of the Trickster on their turn because of the flash, but what else? Oh, Goreclaw.
What does Goreclaw do again?
Things that are 4 power and over, it buffs and then...
Moment of craving.
Ah, cheesy pace.
Who earns? Who said you're allowed to play removal in this mode?
Yeah, these Cascade shenanigans are very shenanigansy.
I have no
Spicy.
freaking luck.
We'll see. We'll see. Nebraska. Wow.
Make way for your captain.
That is rough. Because yeah, Goreclaw pumps now, so you can't even take him down if you block him.
Nope. I have lost this game. Ah! I'm done with the next turn.
Yeah.
Know what to play.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to believe. I wanted to 20 believe. I wanted to think that there was some way that you would just be able to power through and you would get that top deck that would just be like, wow! Instead, you end up getting an Nargol's Bloodfast. Which, to be fair, in the right black constructed build is pretty decent.
So, I mean, this is another thing, too, yeah. I mean, as we said, it'd probably be good to build a deck, but on it seemed like I just faced people just bringing their deck into this mode.
Yeah, it didn't really seem like anyone had something specifically constructed for it.
Which is, I mean, they've had problems with that, where they've tried to bring in Brewer's Delight, wasn't it called, or something? And everybody just brought their... Everything they've tried to do to get people not to bring in net decks.
It was advertised as being something that was just like, oh, hey, go through and have some janky fun, and then we'll reward you with janky fun cards so you can build some janky fun decks and different themes and whatnot. I was really hoping to get some of those cat combo cards and stuff like that, but
Let's try a life gain deck.
Work.
Because... I don't know, I don't have it, guys.
Who knows? Who knows? It's I don't know. It feels like the complete opposite of tempo. So
Yeah.
let's go the other direction. See how that goes. All right. Going up against Jace. Is gonna be blue maging it up or what?
An interesting question. I honestly, the Planeswalker almost never matches the deck.
They just put it out there to kind of psych you out. Oh, you're expecting this, but haha.
Or this, you know, it's your favorite play. I like Karn. That's why I've chosen Karn. Not because of colors I play. I just like the character.
Not because you're going on a construct.
Yeah. So I mean, I just assume that that's what most people are doing. Is that no? I just like Jace.
I just like that Planeswalker, yeah.
Or you know, just like I identify with being a cunning castaway.
True enough. Identify with being a pirate stripper. What? That's what the artwork was, wasn't it?
Too much.
Pirate stripper Jace.
No, my mind just started picturing a pirate-themed strip club.
I think that would work better with male strippers, but like a hilarious effect.
Yeah, maybe. I feel like the theme offers a lot of bad jokes and a lot of bad names.
Yep.
For male strippers.
No,
actually, you could get some good ones too. I mean, Peggy Leg.
I was just trying to figure out how they could incorporate the peg leg into a costume for the stripping. I'm like, what? How did we even get here?
I don't know.
Pirate stripper Jace, that's right.
Yeah.
Damn it, Jace.
Why can't you actually have mind wipe abilities? I think I could use one right now.
You crazy multifaceted mind mage.
Uh,
That always just seems to inconveniently mind wipe himself. To be fair, I don't know what's going on with our boy Jace here in this latest block.
that was like, I couldn't have asked for a better,
Crockin'!
whatever that's called.
Cascade.
Cascade, yeah. Which that card that the emblem is from is actually an Alar card.
Is it?
Yeah.
I am so out of touch with most blocks of Magic.
No, I am too. I just found the artwork, and that's how I found out that it was a an Alar card.
It's just like with us going through and finding out the shenanigans of exploration and everything else like that. Whoa, Tribunal. Places.
I'll go with the Donna Hope.
What will it yield? Fountain. Sure.
I'll take a fountain.
Sure, sure. Might as well keep chipping away.
Need more land. Except, I've had land problems in 3 out of 4 matches today.
Part of the game design.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, with the vigilance.
Wait. Oh, no. I guess because that's the only legendary version.
Damn, man. Okay, that's... Oh, God.
Yay!
Yeah, this is a tough spot. Vraska's Contempt would be fantastic right about now.
Yeah, it would be.
Another Paladin. Okay.
Well, I'm pretty sure I've lost this game.
Just one more land. Come on. Ah, feels bad. The whole mana shenanigan in the game, I still don't know how I feel about it.
Oh, you know, Garfield thought it was such a good design thing that he's put it in both of his most recent games. Not.
Out the window you go! It allows for more nuance in deck construction.
No, it does. It's...
But then...
When you happen to get this mana screwed so many times in a row,
And
it starts to wear on you. This is a good hand, though.
that is.
So, hopefully this is it. My luck might be turning around.
It's just, I don't know. I know that it's anecdotal, but it still just ends up feeling that you get more mana screwed or flooded than you actually have the mana going off for you properly.
No, I honestly, Arena doesn't feel right.
No.
And I'm not the only one to say anything. Like, a lot of people are...
There's been a lot of similar comments and complaints on the interwebs.
But, I mean, it actually could be that it is fully a full random shuffle. Because when you shuffle, you don't really get a full random shuffle when you do it by hand.
No.
Not very good at doing it. Not even like saying people are cheating. Just saying that it's.
Yeah, I'm not trying to imply that people are unintentionally mana weaving or anything.
Yeah.
Like that. It's just how it happens.
It's just how it happens. It's not the same. Well, there are people who do actually mana weave.
Yeah.
Usually in the pros, though.
We're just not. We're not RNG machines.
No.
We can't go through and get a proper RNG shuffle on our decks when we go through and do it by hand. I mean, I just get bored after doing it a couple times.
Steel Leaf Champion.
Oh. Leafy boy. Into Lana War boy. Ah, it's just a green boy party here.
There ain't no party like a green boy party.
It's a green boy party, don't stop.
I kind of hate myself for using that reference. Same combo again.
Heck yeah. Green boy is gonna show you how. Everybody get down tonight. You started it. You started it.
No,
You should have known. At least Catboy's grown.
It's true. And if they're playing mono green, they're not gonna have removal.
No.
Ooh, yeah, maybe, but it'll probably grow too big before they get said removal.
Yeah, it's like what was it, Rabid Bite?
Yeah,
or something
Rabid
like
Bite.
that?
I think there's a couple other green ones, but they don't know. Rabid Bite is usually actually running this deck, so.
Yeah. That is the more commonly.
Oh, I'm gonna let you hit me for 5, obviously.
Go for it. Got enough life gain going on that it don't matter.
That would be nice if I had pulled the black down there, but almost hit decline.
Don't decline.
No, I don't want the card.
I'm
Actually, there's been a couple times. I said decline once or twice because there's nothing I could do with the card, but
true. Going in with the hawk. Leave the maid out.
yeah.
This is gonna grow so that it's gonna eat it now.
I thought I misclicked.
No, I wanted it to grow. Make my pretties grow.
Wait, what does this do again?
Oh, it's the removal on the stick. He's gonna make your pride mate go away.
Oh,
And bring in another steel leaf. Damn, that's good. And now we can't be blocked. You really need that swamp. You can't even double moment craving. Come on here. You can warlord, war leader,
What the actual
Catboy.
heck is going on here?
What in the funk? You can gain 2 life.
Wow,
Take elves.
that's all I can take out.
Elf boy.
At least I'm getting life back.
Yep. Not a complete wash. It's just
Feels the RNG does not feel good, and not even like I mean, not saying that the random. Well, actually, I don't like the randomness in the game, but it's. I am not being lucky right now. All right, so I'm pretty sure I've lost this game.
okay. So now you gotta.
How am I?
You've got to contempt the Gigantosaurus now.
Yeah, if I can, get.
Swamp. Come on. Oh. Because they swing in with both steel leaves and a Gigantosaurus.
And I'm dead.
You could chump the Saurus with the soldier, block the steel leaf with the war leader, but now you don't have the moment of craving to be able to take it down. You didn't even get a swamp there.
Nope.
Oh. Like, you can block it and survive, but you're still wiping out your forces.
I'm dead in the next turn. There's no point.
Maelstrom Nexus Emblem.
Alrighty. This game is... Or this mode.
Cascade Craziness! Ooh, Chappy Kubra.
I actually have a full playset.
Chap, Kubra. Super Capra.
Well, that was unpleasant. Maybe I can, you know... Alright, I did actually win one in there. I forgot I won one in there. Try some regular magic.
Oh, but come on! The Cascade Craziness! The shenanigans! The doubling up on
Well,
all
there were
your spells.
shenanigans for me and nothing but an advantage for all my opponents, because apparently I have whatever the opposite of a horseshoe is shoved up my butt. The anti-horseshoe.
The antimatter horseshoe. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm baffled.
Yeah, it feels weird to have played so many games.
It's just rapid fire with MTG Arena. Go through a game in 5 minutes, no problem. Or as they've jokingly referred it to as plain Magic and parent mode.
Parent mode.
Yeah. Games don't take that quick. They don't take that long. They go fairly quickly, and there's not that much in the way of, you know, painful consequences, even if you have to concede a match. So, yeah, what else?
Depending on what mode you're in. There's a little bit more of a painful consequence if you're in the middle of a tournament.
If you've gone
event.
if you've gone through and shelled out gold or, God forbid, gems.
But, you know, at that point, you're probably done alright, I got time to do this. Because I can't tell you how many times I've started just a casual game of Magic when I shouldn't have, and I've had to concede because I missed several turns because I walked away.
Yep, that's what free play's for. It's just parent mode. You can be pulled away, walk away, and it's not that painful.
That's just instant, right? Yeah.
It is. Because at the moment, there doesn't really seem to be much in the way of rewards or consequences for your rank anyway.
No, there isn't really much of a reward.
You don't get anything when you rank up. You don't lose anything when you rank down, other than the opportunity to go through and play higher skilled, higher tier players.
The ranking is so slow and feels so arbitrary that, like, I chased ranking in Hearthstone. I don't... Since they've changed it, I feel no need to in this game.
There felt like... It felt good at the beginning, but now I just don't care. I mean, it was nice sitting in Diamond rank before, but now I'm just like, what else?
But it's for every advantage, or like every step forward you take, not advantage, every step forward you take in your rankings, it feels like one loss kicks you back 4.
Oh yeah.
So it's...
It definitely doesn't feel like a...
And in a game where you lose sometimes, not on skill, that's just random chance.
Mm-hmm. Especially with this game and the way that RNG works and the card draws and the mana. And the way if it actually works out or not. So many variables.
But I guess at the same token, I don't feel bad about going down in the ranks, so... I honestly don't even pay attention to it anymore. Despite the fact that I believe I'm actually close to rolling into silver.
I think I'm at like bronze 2 right now. I was almost in the silver in that. Played too many jank decks. Because I have more fun playing those.
No, that's true. Janky decks are a lot more fun to play sometimes than...
My four color dragon crap deck. I love that deck.
Which would be, actually, and to be fair, actually, some of the most fun I've had in Arena lately has been through Direct Connect.
There you go. Yeah, it's great that they finally brought that around.
Me and Sorcerer have been battling a lot.
Nice. What's he got for deck boost these days?
He's running his own variant of Selesnya tokens.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that is
very variant of it too. It's not.
It is not a cheap deck to try and put together.
No.
At least if you're going with what the accepted net deck builds are.
Yeah, it's definitely it's a step off of this. Like that's the closest like deck or meta that's out there, but it's not really. It's close.
It's the closest thing that you could compare it to.
Yeah. I think he was telling me the other day that the paper cost was 100 and something.
That's not bad. Not going too hard on the mythics, then I take.
I was showing him the other day how you could actually import his deck into Goldfish.
Ah, there you go.
Which is handy, actually.
Yeah, the import-export features are nice.
Going with everything.
Do it. I mean, you can tap out the war boss for their combat.
Yeah, so get the token.
No. Oh yeah, they won't get the token. Yeah, if you do that right after they untap.
No, it is. It is at the beginning of the combat phase, so no, they will still get it.
If you do it before it moves into combat phase. Press pause on their first main.
Right, because it removes the.
Yeah, if you press pause on their first main, then you should be able to go.
I mean, I could even do it before the first main. Actually, I also want to send it in end on their end. Jeez, I want to send a break point on their end step.
You want to opt on their end step. I got you. I got you. All right, so. Is there any point in Storm Tamering right now?
Not really.
Leaves itself susceptible to being fire branded.
I mean, I guess I could because I could sack one to save the other, but I like the psychological effects of having all my blue land open.
Trickster right now.
Because I can't counterspell. If I could, I would. But I can't.
Boosh.
You're gonna shock it? It's kind of actually funny.
That would be. It resolves. It also resolves.
So maybe they realize that shocking it doesn't stop it from being on the stack. I've definitely seen opponents really. You don't know for sure because you can't see what they're saying, but it feels like the way that they react and play that they didn't expect it to stay on the stack.
Does it resolve? More instigators, more goblins, more tokens.
Yeah, mono red deck.
Seems like I'm on a red goblin deck.
Which
except it's not really goblins because of the Viashino Pyromancer?
Yeah, I guess.
True.
I've actually heard a lot of people complaining about the matching, actually, like the deck calculations. Because apparently, people have noticed completely different deck matchups if they simply export their deck and re-import it. They get a different score.
What?
Yeah.
So is it not like actively updating and it just goes through
I don't
the last
know.
time that you modified the deck or what?
But something is broken in there. It's beta. Well, I'll give them that.
Yeah.
It's true. It is beta, and they're definitely still building it, and they've let people in pretty early.
Yeah,
but...
that's true. Oh, the growing pains. Even with the trickster,
Nope, I didn't mean to do that.
Alright, how's the opponent gonna respond? Are they gonna double block the trickster, or are they gonna...
Oh, man.
No, they're letting it all go through.
They're probably like, there's something up with us. Why would they throw it?
What do they have up their sleeve?
Nope, just sleep deprived and mildly migrainy. That's all.
Storm Tamer now?
Let's throw another at it.
And you can still technically cast everything that you have.
Yeah, I
in
got
your
Opt
hand,
and
so
Essence Scatter.
you're good. And barring no Essence Scatter, then you can double trigger Storm Tamers.
That's true, to protect.
Your Jhin and your Storm Tamer.
They can have my Trickster.
He's done his part.
Yep. Job done.
Exactly. My favorite part is when we light everything on fire. Just leave it. Let it go. Let it die.
No, not my,
Not the second Storm Tamer.
full of life.
It was untapped.
It hadn't even done damage yet to anything. Chandra, you're cold-blooded. Fiery and cold-blooded.
Cold blooded. Gotta be like that. It's gotta be red burn.
And boy, does it bind.
You might want to see a doctor about that?
Maybe. It burns when I play Magic against Red.
I don't think there's anything you can do about that.
Like, I prescribe you stop playing?
Yeah.
I can't, Doc. You don't get it. Not playing is not an option.
Just gotta be something you can do to get rid of the burn.
Isn't there pills or something? A salve or something you can give me? I'll put Essence Scatter in that.
Not really. So minuscule that... Whatever, Firebrand. Do your Firebrand thing.
They also could be leading, too. Hoping that I'm going to do a counterspell on that, but I mean...
Very well.
I shall opt.
In response...
Okay.
In response, we get another Trickster.
I'd say I'd replace it instantly, but there's actually not any value in that at the moment.
Better doing it at the beginning of their turn again to
Yeah.
deny them the Goblin token.
Exactly. Or kill them.
Or kill them. I mean, that's an option too. Because of the island.
I could just hold back and, try to see what happens.
That's taking the piss.
Unless that's a shock. That could be a
Well,
shock.
no, they could Firebrand your Storm Tamer.
They could Firebrand my Storm Tamer. Yeah. There they go. Think about it, so.
Dang it. Yeah, I guess.
Fine.
Tap on their main to move on to combat shenanigans. Alright. Opponent plays the 5th mountain. Ooh, demanding dragon. Well played. Where it's at.
Alright, now I think I've won.
I think opponent agreed.
I usually don't.
No, I'm gonna hold on for dear. Yeah, hold on for dear life.
Second win of the day.
Nice. And you're gonna end up clearing out one of those.
Those dailies, 25 lands. Neither of these help with those.
Red or green, red or green. Really wants you to red or green, eh?
Yeah.
Needs more duct tape.
Problem, my Merfolk deck doesn't really have any oomph behind it.
Doesn't really fire the way that it used to.
No, it doesn't have other pieces to it. Down to.
Yeah, right now.
Play a different one.
Word up.
It doesn't meet the color requirements for my dailies, but
That's fine.
it's a change up from blue.
Less of the blue man group. More of the life gain shenanigans.
Take it.
Sure. Lead with the hawk.
So start with a swamp.
Naturally.
And play nothing. It is optimal play.
And then draw swamp and play that and go play nothing.
At least they didn't get land screwed as bad on the last match.
No, it's only when you go through and, you know, pay in the event they get really RNG'd out.
That's true. I think they've actually said that they've stopped the opening hand draw stuff during events.
Oh, really? Feels bad.
Well, apparently, I don't know if it was officially, but I think someone was saying that they originally turned it off when you hit 50%. That you got the help in the beginning of events, but they turned it off. Which I kind of noticed that at the halfway point, it did feel like things got harder.
Whether it was being matched up against better opponents or just having your deck let you down more consistently. Figured it would have stuck around more for those best of ones. Slapping the wings on Leonin is going to be beautiful.
That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
Opponent's not going to know what hit them.
that is spicy. That's a spicier creature.
Oh, cheesy Pete's. I think you're gonna want to murder that ranger though.
Yep. But I can't.
Ah! I'm sorry. That hurt.
It will pump.
Probably. Flippin' Cavalier. Ah.
My biggest mistake here was bringing a deck that's fun to play instead of a deck that wins.
Constructed really be like that though.
That's why limited is amazing, right?
Yes?
I hate you, RNG. I actually hate you.
I don't even know what to say.
Man, look at that massive tier.
Hey, at least it's not as bad as when you get the bug ranking, or the ranking bug.
Yeah, where it goes all the way to the bottom.
Yep. It's like, wait, what? How does... Sometimes I would double rank down because it wouldn't even really indicate. And then you just keep on losing anyway.
Alright.
Playing the fun decks.
So shall we do a swap-a-rooney toonie? Because
Sounds good. Let's switch it up here.
we shall be back shortly. After these slides, not really messages.
Back with more Cascade craziness.
And if you find messages in the slides during the "we'll be right back" thing, I'd be worried. And on that note, we'll be right back.
All right, we are back from our quick break, and we're jumping into some more MTG Arena with the event that they have on for the weekend, which is Nox's Cascade Constructed.
Yep. My new favorite event.
it's It's the best. It's spicy. It's shenanigansy. It's easy to get rolled over in here. So we're gonna see how it goes. I have no idea. I obviously didn't brew anything for this.
Honestly, everyone I faced didn't either. So
Let's try the red aggro. I love me some red aggro. Let's see how it goes.
you got this, buddy.
Let's do it. Go Cascade for the win. Wait, is that dish detergent? Is that dish soap?
I guess it cleans your deck out.
Might clean my gold up. We'll see.
It might.
Woo!
It sure cleaned my gold out.
We're playing against Amanda Seyfried? I did not realize the actress was into MTG Arena. Go figure.
Probably not them, but
No, probably not.
if I were a celebrity like that, I would just put my real name because nobody would ever believe that I'm actually them. So
I should mulligan this, but I'm gonna keep it. Top down Phantasm, rolls through the whole deck, and Phantasm. Frenzy, crap. Really wanted to land. Lava Runner goes through entire deck, gets nothing. Hopefully I got a land coming up next though.
maybe.
Who knows? RNG to the Maximus. Oh, Sprite. Okay. Phantasm? What's coming out? Yeah,
Yep.
another Phantasm. And then they're gonna start pumping because of the Sprite. That's a spicy meatball.
Very spicy. Spicy like a firebrand.
I laughed when I said that I should have mulliganed, but I mean,
You really should have mulliganed.
I really should have mulliganed. Woo!
To be fair, when is one land ever solid?
Me drawing one land. Brain's like, mulligan, 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 mulligan,
You
mulligan.
need to do it, but no.
I'll keep.
Mulligan or keep? Mulligan or keep? I will keep.
I'm so mulligan averse at this point, just because RNG likes to slap me in the face. Always taking me for a ride.
Well, you are in a very RNG heavy mode.
Oh, heck yeah. But even outside of this, it just seems to be like, oh, hey. You thought you were going to pull it off with that, but nope. Oh,
See, the thing with this, though, is the RNG really happened at the beginning of the game when you shuffled.
Yep. And from here on out, I'm riding it out
Yeah.
in as painful of a manner as possible.
Because Momir. Momir is RNG all the time.
I miss
love Momir.
Momir.
Which I don't get why I don't like the the shenanigans of this, but I guess it is pretty far from Momir.
So now everything grows. They get to look at twice as many cards because of the enhanced surveillance. That's just not good. I need to get, if not a land, then another firebrand so I can go through and pick out that Nightgale Sprite. Like, it just needs to go, but...
Or a shock, it would be nice.
Anything? No, I guess I don't have enough shocks in this deck. For real?
I was gonna say, I mean, mathematically, you have such a high chance of drawing a land.
That, of course, I'm not gonna draw a land.
How many cards do you have left in your deck?
50.
Fine. I mean, it was
A little less than 50%
yeah.
chance. Still.
It was a 40-ish% chance. So. I mean, individual cards. That was most likely, but.
So good. So good.
Love Quasi Duplicate. And you got the snitch too.
Yeah. Get the incidental drain going on. Everything's gonna get huge. Those Thoughtbound Phantasms are gonna be swinging next turn. I am going to be in a world of pain here. Woo! Alright, so Amanda Seyfried is pretty freaking good at Magic, I must say. I never expected that after her turn in, what was it, Les Miserables? Who knew?
Thanks, mate. She really could actually be good at Magic, even if that's not her.
Well, what was it in the last episode of Spellslingers where they had Joseph Gordon-Levitt on there? He was showing off his collection of Moxen and whatnot.
Huh. I've seen it recommended to me, but I haven't actually watched that video.
I haven't watched it either, but I ended up reading about that in a Twitter conversation about it. Like, oh, hey, okay. So now they grow to.
I actually just assumed that
level.
they paid him, and he kind of maybe cared at one point.
Possibly, but it sounded actually like a BDM had sold him the cards.
I mean, you can see why I'm a little cynical with all the times they've been paying, you know.
I know.
Hearthstone and, well, actually, some of the names that they've paid to play this are now starting to move over to Artifact.
A lot of the paid sponsorship and creatorship and what have you. Hey!
Okay, so you can lightning strike something.
For all the good it's gonna do me.
Well, you could kill one of the phantoms, but you probably want to kill one of the sprites.
Yeah, I'm gonna kill one of the sprites here and hope that I draw another,
And
like a shock.
yeah,
A shock, whatever.
you could. Or you can even get a firebrand, which also would be okay. Gonna get you the extra damage.
True. I'd rather leave the body on the floor though. If I could get a shock.
Yes.
Yes! Oh, I'm targeting this boy, right? Because I targeted the other boy with that one.
Yeah, right?
Right? Right? Am I doing this right?
I don't actually know.
I don't remember anymore.
Okay, you did.
Okay, good.
Good. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Everything's fine. We've got this.
And not sarcastically fine. It's actually fine.
Totally under control here.
For once.
Woo!
I don't know about totally under control, but it's fine.
Let me lie to convince myself here. Alright, just comment. We're not gonna combat, we're just gonna pass. If I could get those phoenixes out. That's not gonna happen.
No. Wow. Had some better land luck.
Luck
Did you
with
get
Lady Land.
Did you get screwed on land in your last match?
What last match? Isn't this the first match?
This is the first match, isn't it? Yeah.
Last match. Man, I know games go quick in Arena, but really? Maelstrom. Another snitch.
I usually lost by now, that's all.
Snitchy boy. What do we got next? Sprite. Of course! Of course.
RNG for the win. For your opponent.
Resolves. At least I can't quasi-duplicate the Nightbill sprite.
Was that jump started or was that their hand?
Oh, but I'm probably gonna end up lightning strike that sprite. Yeah, one to exile, so definitely from the graveyard. Resolves. Sprite is still sick from summoning. Why would they attack with this? I think to myself.
Ooh, finally.
Holy snap! It's still not worth it chain whirling though. I'm better off just lightning striking this dang thing and seeing what I can get. Because I mean, I don't want to give up my firebrand in order to be able to take that down. Alright, let's see what happens. It needs to go. It needs to go. I may as well.
Sure. What are you gonna shock though?
Well, there's the other Flatbound Phantasm that hasn't grown yet. Or I could just go to the face.
Go for it.
Take that one down or go to the face?
Take that one down. You don't want to.
Yeah. The other three are imposing enough as it is.
I mean, now you're removing their ability to grow, and you're removing their ability to.
Of something that grows off of it.
Yeah. Or another thing.
Yeah.
So there's already 3 coming at you.
Well, if they can get one more counter on it, then they can actually start swinging with those. So I have to prevent any surveilling that they might be pulling off.
Oh, great thing you're playing blue and you just control everything they do.
Yep. Go mono. Oh, this is red. Crap. So much for that. Alright, holding pattern. If I could just get the one more Mountain Boy. Get the Phoenix out. Start swinging overhead. More surveillance. Yep. I get out. Guess I don't have any more 1-drops to play. No more 1-drops. That is good to know.
Drops are gone.
Good to know. How many Sprite Boys do they have in the graveyard? So there's potentially 2 more.
Yeah.
Potentially 2 more.
Come on, to be honest, there's very likely 2 more.
Oh,
yeah.
snap! It's happening! There's no point in me chain whirling, so I'm just gonna Phoenix! Burning Owl Boy. Because now, hopefully, I can go through and hit something decent.
Chain Whirler. Chain Whirler would be okay. It's actually probably not the best card to pull at the moment.
I wouldn't be mad about pulling Chain Whirler. It's going to be a Lava Runner. That's fine.
Yeah.
Cascade value. Give me double the cards. It's another body.
It definitely speeds the game up.
Oh, heck yeah. I can totally see how... Again, if you decide to go through and brew a deck specifically for this mode, you could really take advantage of it.
Really could. So the one thing though is it like the limited availability of these modes makes it kind of hard to want to invest the time to
brew something specific for it. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree. Because they rotate in for a week and then you might not see them for another month, maybe longer in some cases.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, because we haven't seen Instaban and we haven't seen who's Gabby's again?
That was basically just an exploration draft.
Exploration draft. Yeah. We haven't seen that in a while either, but we had seen that recently.
Yeah. I mean, the exploration wasn't too far-fetched out of the realm. I don't know if we'll end up seeing when we might end up seeing Day 9's event again.
Yeah. I'll probably just be Instaban next time would be my guess.
Yeah.
It'll be branded again, who knows?
Who knows? But yeah, it really, just because of the limit on the modes, it's hard to be really encouraged to go through and brew up something specific for it. Especially considering how few slots they actually give you for just janking things together.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you run out of deck slots quite quickly.
Yeah. I think I'm gonna
attack with the Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix.
I'm worried about trying to cast the other Phoenix because they could just go through and try and twist it out. Do I try and psych them out with the Chain Whirler? See if they have an instant sitting in hand?
I like it.
I wouldn't be hurt about losing the Chain Whirler.
No. You're still going to get another creature. Well, I guess you're going to get another card out of it.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, the whirligig.
Oh, whirligigging away. Alright, so it looks like there isn't anything else that I need to be worried about, so... Yeah, we'll Phoenix on the next one.
I mean, it's good to know, though.
Trying to be cautious because shenanigans, they happen. Leave it at that. I can still Wizard's Lightning something if I really needed to. Whisper Boy. Oh, that's good. What are they gonna pull it off of it as well?
Yeah.
The value. I mean, they can hit up to a 4-drop with that.
They're thinking about what they're doing.
Yeah, what is it? I'm worried. Oh, it's a surveillance.
Oh, they have surveil on the. Oh god.
These guys are gonna grow. This is a problem.
Yeah, because what are they gonna get? Surveil, like.
These things are gonna get huge now. I can't stop them. They're gonna be 5/5s and they can actually attack now. They're no longer defenders. Oh.
Well, and the stacking they're gonna get to do, because that doubles surveil, doesn't it? Or it adds an extra surveil for every surveil on each one of those enchantments?
No, all it does is allow them to see an extra 2 cards each time they surveil.
They don't get to surveil them, they just get to see them. I see. Still, though.
So instead of surveilling for 2, they're surveilling for 4.
Right. Which.
Thing is, it's all these ridiculous triggers here. This is what's gonna hurt me. I wish there was some way to just go through and dismiss all those resolves. Look at how bad that is on the timer there.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at this.
It's new. Glowing on the screen there.
Letting you know that you're close to running out your block.
Yeah.
And there we go. That's one time out used. And do the same thing here. Ah, time crunch. Good old time crunch.
Everybody loves time crunch.
Yep, this is where. Oh,
Block.
Look at that 18. Look at that. I'm just. Ugh.
Just take it and.
What's going on here? I was like triggering off the animation for something completely different. Let's see what I pulled here. I'm curious to see what I'm going to top deck. I don't think there's anything that can save me at this point regardless, but I'm curious.
You get the insta-win card.
Yes! Time of Triumph? Wait.
How have you gotten all 4 of those in this?
That's awesome.
That was actually a comment I heard people saying about how, like, cards tend to bunch up with the randomness.
Screw it, let's swing with the Phoenix. I got nothing else to win or lose here, because I'm just straight losing anyway. And there's no way I can.
If it were me, I'd be tempted to, as my final move, to firebrand myself in the face and then concede.
Why couldn't they block? Oh, there's hearts. There's hearts.
Just gotta whisper doom.
Damn.
What's that gonna ping you for right now?
It's not pinging me for anything, but the. No, wait.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna hit me for 3, isn't it? First time each turn. Yeah.
Okay.
So they did it on their turn last game, now again, so. Draining me for 3, they gained They gain 3 life? Yeah, they gain 3 life. And then the phantasms grow to an overall power of 21.
It grows!
Oh, this is just... This is not the end of this that I want to be on. This is... Wow! What?
Oh yeah, no.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
finally got around to my trigger.
We're just like, wait, what's going on here?
What?
Oh yeah, you got a trigger too.
Oh yeah, because of damn Doom Whisper. Ah, those things are huge.
Yeah. They're huge.
Oh wow! Ow! Wow! 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 I really wish Soulscar Mage was still a thing. Those -1/-1 tokens would be counters would be so handy right about now. Look at this. I'm hopeless.
Yeah, you said it.
Oh, this is not gonna work out. This is gonna be so ugly. Because they swing in with all 3, and for shenanigans, why not throw in the Doom Whisper?
Quadruplicate.
Oh! More quasi-duplicate, more shenanigans.
Look at their hand, though. They have 2 more in hand.
Or those, no, those are the ones that they have sitting in the graveyard.
Oh, is it? Or Jumpstart, whatever. They can still use them.
Yeah, I know.
Well, actually, no, they can't because they don't have anything to pitch. But whatever.
More draining. Stack it up. Look at that. Oh,
And now they're gonna surveil. And then...
Yep. And that's hitting me for 5. They're gaining. Oh! Look at this.
Still win.
This one goes out to
If they
slap a man.
concede.
Oh my god! Gotta really turn up the Joestar for this.
No.
Get my purple hermit on, see if I can see the future. I'm still gonna lose. Damn it. Woo!
Oh, you don't know for sure.
But look at that!
That timing could have been any better.
Triggering off twice? And then they're gonna end up getting me with the triggers. Oh, that's so good!
And they're back at starting health.
Oh,
Golf clap for you. Golf clap for you.
damn, Amanda Seyfried. You just steamrolled me there.
Well, I mean, she can afford to hire a pro to coach her, so.
True.
Clearly that's what happened.
It's all that Hollywood money thrown at the packs. Just give me all the good cards.
Yeah.
All the Doom Whispers. Damn! Woo! You fared well against Doom Whisper. I did not.
Yeah, I didn't fare well against everything else, though, after that. Get this,
Alright.
buddy.
Come on, Shane Worley boy. Let's go, Mono Red.
You can't do worse than my second run. You do as bad, but you can't do worse.
Okay, fair enough.
It is actually impossible. No, actually. You could have resigned before starting this match, and you would have done worse. If that was your goal to one-up me.
So what you're saying is I should just concede right now.
No, because you'll have 2 losses then. That's just as bad as me.
Oh, okay, fine. Very well. You make a fair point. I will keep. Fine. Firebrand boy! Do this! Next eye.
It
Comes
seems
out
so weird with it
strange.
doing like that huge shuffle. I feel almost like it would have.
What that reminds me of, and it like triggers off those bad memories is going through and pulling a Belzen lock in a Momir.
Yeah.
That's the only time I end up hearing it go through that many cards that quickly, and it's just like, that's insta-loss.
It almost seems like it'd be worthwhile for them not even bother when it's 1 cost.
You know what? I'm just gonna lightning strike the lava runner, see what I pull off of that, and go on with the firebrand.
Big money to whammies!
Come on, lack of whammies, give me another firebrand.
Press the luck.
Shock, fine. That's acceptable. Shock to the face.
You decline.
Oh, I did decline.
You did what I almost did so many times.
Oh, I'm
bravo.
firing on all the cylinders. Woo! Oh my god! Need to channel more Joseph.
You need to not. You need to not hit the button though. It's like, well, okay, you want me to hit the button?
It's a big shiny button. What do you mean I don't press the big shiny button?
I'm sorry, UX has unfortunately taught us to. Oops.
That's fine.
Did it put it on top of the deck, or is that just luck?
I think that's where it would have. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, maybe it was already on the top, and that's why you got it.
Steamkin must go. Steamkin must die! And then everything goes down.
That was pretty ridiculous, though.
Kind of worked out for the best.
Yeah. Yeah, because you wouldn't have gotten it then, and you wouldn't have killed that.
Yeah.
So.
And that Steamkin needed to die. Because I likely wasn't going to be pulling the land that I needed for a Chain Warley gig anyway.
You hear that, Steamkin? Die.
No! What is
Clearly they must be going to the face.
Yeah, they wouldn't be targeting the firebrand, right? Or are they just trying to force me to sacrifice the firebrand?
Now they are.
Fine. That's how you want to play it. Because now it pumps. Come on, Mountain. That's not a Mountain.
Surprised by your opponent's name. I've just realized that.
Ah,
I mean, it's funny. I'm surprised it's allowed.
I know. I guess it isn't one of the on the ban list. That works for me.
Replace your firebrand.
Yeah. And then swing with firebrand.
This match has actually been quite amusing because of the like cheese back and forth.
Ah, red mirrors. You so crazy. Oh no!
I mean, they're already crazy enough, but with the added like drawing, and gets a lightning strike.
Oh, that's just good. Come on, where's mine? Nope. Aha. There goes that thing with the gas and the running out of gas.
But you're getting land screwed again.
Yeah, again. Because what else would I be getting?
Yeah, but we've gotten, both of us have gotten land screwed in almost every match we played this evening.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
Ah, the feels good. The good feels. The when you piss away 500 gold for no reason.
We did it for the lulz.
So many lulls here. Look at all these lulls. Bags of lulls.
Actually, I've had some lulz.
This match itself has been
mean,
lulls.
I mean, yeah, I
This
don't
is
think you're gonna win,
hilarious.
but
Oh heck no. I'm not pulling this one out.
but yeah,
At all.
it's been an amusing match. Entertainment value.
With the back and forth cheese, heck yeah.
And who knows, you might still win.
Shocking it up to try and grow a
Shocking.
steam can. Oh my god!
Oh, careful there.
Sorry!
I think you peaked on that one.
Too much JoJoing. JoJoing intensifies.
We apologize to your ears.
Yep. They don't, but...
Okay. No, wait, yeah.
No, wait, now they do. No, not entirely, but... Depends what they end up hitting. If they go through and hit more cheese. Yeah, I'm dead.
Say, or cheese.
They didn't, I didn't realize what part of their phase they were in.
Yeah.
Bring it.
Bloom.
Oh, all right.
Feels bad.
What are you talking about? That was fantastic. That was awesome.
Honestly, that was the best match I've seen of this mode.
So far. Woo, struggling there. Like, no, we don't want to acknowledge any of this. We're just not going to go through and finish.
I've noticed that the client actually seems to chug the longer you keep it open.
Leaks.
Leaks.
Hungering Hydra. Okay.
What about a well-fed Hydra?
All right. What else am I going to do?
Play ladder?
Nope, nuts to ladder. You know what I am going to do, though?
What's that?
Rats.
I almost went rats. The only reason I didn't go rats is I knew that the blue-black was better, and my blue-black is singleton at the moment, not standard. Oh, rats is Stamir.
I don't even remember what variant of my rat deck this is. That could end up biting me in the butt. Let's find out! What better way to find out than just throwing it out there?
Yeah, playing some STD rats.
Standard rats. But yeah, they're STD rats.
I'm reading it as it's written.
Well, the choice was between STD rats and Ratsuko.
It's tough.
The thing is, STD rat still has Ratsuko in it. It's just built out a little bit more. If I'm not mistaken. I honestly can't remember. I can't remember what the difference is between the decks.
If you have blue in there, I really hope that you... There we go. Well, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Keep.
Something's gonna go wrong. That's too good of a hand to start with.
What is this? What is this? Interest tab.
The rules of Magic say that no. You start with a good hand, you can't have a good match.
Something's got to go sideways here. Oh, swashbuckler. Alright, so pirate shenanigans with some ascension going on. And a shock to the face. Fair deuce.
That's a thing that happens.
Okay, so we're gonna rat.
Oh, damn dirty rats.
Come on, give me...
A rat? Rats.
Right, I don't have any one costs in here.
If this were equal to or
Then-
less than, the rats would be amazing.
Yep. Rats would be ridiculous.
You'd play a rat and you'd either find another rat or you'd find something else, same price point or a bit lower. But nope.
Ah, the strike and then the proc. Nice. Swings in for the deuce. Right. Right.
Right.
Guess I still grave here.
How have you gotten 3 shock lands and
Because yes. And,
RNG?
and then I guess I still rat colony here. And then we cycle through absolutely everything.
Show them who the real rat is.
It'd be nice if I could get some Moitas.
Moida.
Just because that would help me bring out something else. Oh well. Oh well. We'll see how it goes.
Have a Verascus Contempt.
Oh. Not letting it slide. One straight up with the shock.
It is interesting though that nobody is building decks for this that we're fighting.
Yeah, it really doesn't seem like anyone is tailoring anything specific to this. Because I mean, sorry.
There could be people out there, we're just not fighting them, but...
True. Maybe that's because of the matchmaking.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe it's the deck. Yeah, maybe the deck you would build is going to get a completely different deck score, so... Or maybe you just need to re-import your deck.
Maybe. Hey, Swamp, play. Alright, yeah, I guess I'm gonna rat again. Nothing comes out. Because, yeah, like, we were spitballing just before going live here, and I was figuring, if you want something green stompy that similarly costed things were ramp in the low end, and then everything else on the high end was expensive, you know, basically win conditions. That could work.
Could, yeah.
If you went anything from like 1 to 3 for the ramp, and then like 4 to 6, 4 to 7. If you had a Galta, that would be ridiculous. Especially if you can get one out for cheap. I'm gonna radical like. Actually, I could do that on their.
That's a radical idea.
This past turn.
Radical, dude. Oh, that's so 90s.
Cowabunga.
Cowabunga, man.
Lightning strike, of course.
Face?
I don't even know. They're probably taking out my rat. They
I
don't
think
want
it
me
is
to have
face.
any. They don't want me to have any. Did they burn through all their shocks?
They must have. No. There's 2 in there. So they likely have 1 to 2 shocks in their hands.
Okay, okay. There we go. That makes
My
more
guess.
sense.
Say they're only running 3. I find it hard to believe they're only running 2. It could be, but I don't buy it.
Yeah, fair enough. Alright.
You have not benefited once from that.
No, it's not doing me any good.
I don't think this was the deck.
No, probably not.
Just because it's not proccing with any.
It's not working the way that we originally thought that the mode worked to begin with, so.
Yeah, the first time it went down, I'm like,
Wait, what? Oh, it's not like costed, it's cheaper cost. So yeah, definitely redacted on that initial assessment for how the game was supposed to work anyhow. Like, whatever, get the Tetsuko out. Alright. They're less inclined now to go through and throw the splash buck. Where's your removal? Are you not going to lightning strike my Tetsuko? 2 shocks, 2 lightnings.
was that their cheese? I find it hard to believe.
I do find that hard to believe as well. I mean, unless...
There's no shock. There's no shock in that deck.
No. There's none left there. Unless those 2 in hand are shocks.
Why wouldn't they, Only it can count towards the rats.
Yeah. I think I'm swinging with my solitary rat here. Come on, rat boy. Single rat that's actually managed to survive here. Ridiculous.
You are the king of the rats.
You are the chosen rat.
Only you can prevent rat fires. Hey.
Wait, what? I'm confused.
No, rat fires.
Oh, I should have just used that to radical idea. Oh well.
Radical idea, dude.
I had the radical idea a little bit too late, apparently.
Oh.
Nice. Keeping it within the same time frame.
And same property.
Don't have a cow now. Eat my shorts. Eat my shorts. Go to hell. Eat my shorts.
Of course I won't have a cow, man. Where am I gonna put a cow? I live in an apartment.
Yeah, well, balcony. That's a horrible idea. We don't condone that at all.
That'd be hilarious.
Boros Challenger. Alright, so they're finally starting to proc off with the Boros.
Boros.
I was waiting for it. Yeah, they don't have any... There are definitely no shocks in that library. There's no one cost anything there. Not a Goblin Banneret. Nothing. What's it gonna be? Stormfleet Swashbuckler, Boros Challenger, Swiftblade Vindicator. You can swing with a Swiftblade, but I'm still gonna kill it with Tetsuko. They are not doing anything. We've hit that point where everything stalls. Come on! Alright, yeah, I'm just gonna radical. Bye-bye, island. Oops. Submit. Give me something decent here, please.
I'm fighting hard not to radical.
There's gotta be something else that we can play off of with that.
Yeah, I'm also drawing a blank on it. That's actually why I'm not going with another one.
Fantastic! Yeah, I guess I'm just letting them get in for lots of pain here. Sure. Whatevs. Okay, if you insist. If I can get some more rats, that would be nice. You know, speed things up a bit. But that doesn't seem to be...
It's not in the cards.
No. I'm trying to
Well,
believe...
it is in the cards, but not the cards you're getting.
I'm trying to believe in the heart of the cards, but that's the wrong franchise. Oh, no. They got me with that, don't they? That's lethal, isn't it?
Is it?
Because they're going to go through and that does the double attack, does it not? Take an extra turn. So they get 2 combat phases. Swing, 4. That mentors that, so... 6. Yep, they got me. Lethal.
GG. Unfortunately.
I was hoping that wasn't going to be the case, but...
I was also hoping. I want rats to win at everything.
I was told rats were the best deck ever. Come on.
Yeah, in every format.
What is this? This is not what I was promised. Really, I was just expecting shenanigans.
For a half second there where you hit the mouse was, it almost looked like he was missing a tooth.
Ah, come on. All right, let's go rats. Woo!
You got this.
Definitely, totally, super got this.
Had the rough start, but all you need to do is turn around and win.
Just go on a flawless win streak at this point.
Flawless win streak. Well, actually, it'd be flawless because you haven't lost. But...
From here on out, it will be flawless.
Flawless victory.
Come on, rats. I was promised best deck ever. It is best deck. Wow, really? Wow, really?
We've had some of the worst luck I've ever seen in Magic.
These draws are just stupid. Man, I'm really having. I'm starting to develop very, very mixed feelings about land and decks. And the RNG shenanigans that result therefrom. And the seemingly less... It just doesn't feel good.
I admit that.
Very nice on the Pride Mate. Where's the Ajani's welcome? Or are they bringing out another novice now?
I know. RNG finds out for him. Decides for him.
Let's see what it is. Come on. Another novice night.
Stop yawning.
Slap! Catacomb, I suppose. And Sprite. And then we cycle through and draw nothing. On the bonus duck side, I'll actually be able to murder and then proc off of that. Get rid of that Pride Mate.
Before it becomes a problem. You know it will.
Oh yeah. It's looking like a problem right now. Hasn't even done anything. That's what makes it a problem. Are they gonna pull another novice knight? No. No. Really? Pride Mate, but no welcomes.
Yeah.
That is...
God damn it.
That is really interesting. Okay. So, is land. And yeah, I think I need to make that go away. And over top. I'm just gonna leave it. Damage goes off. Murder. Pride Mate. And then Rat Colony. So bonus ducks there. Actually worked in a beneficial manner. Yay! Now they've got the soldier, but they can't pump the Pride Mate with it, so that works for me. Got 3 mana out. What could they... take vengeance.
They should just take something else.
Hit a 1 cost?
Must have.
Another knight?
Finally, that is Johnny's welcome.
They declined. Okay.
Interesting.
Very.
Maybe they did a mistake. Not like it's something that either of us would ever almost do or do. I mean,
Never.
never.
Never. I wish I could double Rat Colony here.
So close. But no swamp.
No Swampo indeed. No Swampy boy. Alright, so...
You just kind of want to get swamped at the moment.
If I could get the other swamp... I just want to go through and drop his... That's fine. It still procs the other ones. It's not the worst. It's just not ideal.
Apologize for the...
But we've cut you off of coffee for a reason. I don't want you bouncing off the walls at 3 in the morning. You know what? That's fine. Everything still cycles through. Nothing comes of it. Ta-da. And then we Tetsuko.
Almost like it's telling you no end then, but
And
yes and no.
So They can't effectively get in with a soldier anymore. Unless they have some sort of combat trickery.
They are going white. Slight game trickery. I really want to know what they said no to.
I know. I'm really curious about that as well.
Did they just decline again? Is that what they did?
No, they wouldn't have been able to decline because I was.
Oh right, that was a one cost, one cost. Right.
Okay, so
Less than, not less than, and equal to.
as we learned, totally wasn't expecting that. So that's decent. So this is kind of how this is supposed to work here. So if this keeps up, I don't think they can gain back enough. There we go. So they might be able to gain back enough now. Swing with everything, they should be able to. That's granted that I don't go through and actually pull a wreck. Nope, they needed to swing with both. Now I have just lethal. Yep.
Radical, dude. You got an idea.
Alright, let's see how this works. See if this works. Does the thing. It resolves. Alright.
There we go.
Go Rats! It's not an ah rats, it's a go Rats!
Aha, rats!
Huzzah, Rats! I'll take it. Woohoo!
And you get that first win of the day gold.
Yes.
That first win of the day money.
Cha-ching!
And it's
All
gone.
And it's all gone.
I love that guy from South Park. I really need to watch the newest seasons. It's been a little while.
Yeah, true. I was just reading about how, what do we call it? They had gone through, and I think it was in 2 episodes. They apologized for Man Bear Pig.
Really?
And then it was like Al Gore reacting to how, because that was what the whole thing was poking fun at. So like him reacting to them apologizing for that whole thing, basically. It's like, yeah, that's pretty cool. Like, oh hey, what's up, Al Gore?
I mean, if South Park is making fun of you, it's kind of an honor, not really like a...
Well, I mean, I remember him from the Time Brigade in, whatchamacallit, Futurama. With Stephen Hawking,
Oh, yes.
Lieutenant Uhura, and then the creator, or Gygax, the creator of D&D.
Yep.
That was good. This is just, again, the same thing. Mall. Like, really, where's my extra land here? That's
There you go.
better. Yeah, I'll take that on top. That's fine. This is fine. This is totally fine.
It is totally fine.
Give me that watery grave.
That's not the same guy I faced last time, is it?
No, I don't think it is.
Faced them already once? That name looks familiar. Maybe I'm just gone sleep crazy. With the moon madness.
It is possible. Crap, they're hitting that ramp. See, this is what I was talking about. This kind of thing. It's ramping shenanigans. Now the hope here is that they won't be able to stop my rat colonies before they become a problem.
Oh, they're always a problem.
The hope is that they won't be able to stop them. Because it's green, they're less likely to have removal. Marwin, okay. More ramp? Yep. Another elf. So much ramp. He's gonna keep on growing bigger and then more. Okay, so rat colony.
Get more power. At least you can rat colony in the next one.
I can rat colony and Tetsuko on the next one, so then I can actually swing in for. I can swing in for 8, and that's where it starts. This might actually work. This draw isn't complete garbage.
Oh shoot! I can't stop yawning.
It's the excitement of rats, I know.
It's not even like the game isn't boring. Actually, this one so far has been quite interesting.
Marwin grows ever bigger. This is worrisome. They're lining up to take me down fairly quickly here. I can get in for 8, but I don't know if I'll be able to survive on the backswing. I need to start chipping away now.
Well, if they swing at everything, it's 14 damage. Now. They're not going to. Still not good.
They need to win, otherwise I think I take it. Even if they go through and they rapid bite my Tetsuko, I got another Tetsuko in the pocket.
Tetsuko in my pocket? Remember Monster in my pocket?
No, I don't.
You don't remember that?
No, I don't.
Maybe you just like missed it a couple years younger. Because that was like a thing a really long time ago.
I mean, okay, I remember, what was it? There was... Wasn't it Mad Max? No.
No, Mad Max was the male version of Polly Pocket.
No, it wasn't Mad Max. What were they called? It was something Max. Mighty Max?
Oh yeah, Mighty Max. No, that's
yeah, the Polly Pocket and the pocket things, and yeah, but that's not the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
I don't know what monster in my pocket is.
Those came later. They were like little like neon figurines that were monsters, and like there was a set to collect. They were a pretty big craze for a while.
No, I totally.
I
missed that.
I want to say like 7 or 8 when that was a thing.
Nice.
I was pretty young.
Opponent is wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But actually, interesting thing on those. What are they called? Not Mad Max. Whatever they're actually called. Since my mother sells toys, apparently those do way better than Polly Pockets.
The Mighty Max ones?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they were called.
I think Mighty Max.
They had a cartoon show for it and everything.
Or at least a complete set with all the pieces. Goes for more than a complete set of Polly Pocket, because they didn't actually sell as well. So they're rarer.
Fair enough. But there's still that pang of nostalgia.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually got the decent rollout that I needed to make the deck work.
That's two goes in a row.
Despite the fact that this game isn't actually benefiting from that, and now it has decided to crash on us because I guess rats is too strong. All right, should we debug or should we close program?
Just close it. You can't debug
it. Okay, we're just gonna go through and jump over here. Well, we fired the game back up. This guy right here, right?
Yeah, you should.
Okay. Oh, that's too funny. I must say, I wasn't expecting that.
It's struggling.
It is. There we go.
You can do it.
Funny believe. We believe. Come on.
The little app that could.
Alright. We've had it. It's the login. Let me do the thing.
Do the login things. And now you're gonna go in and clearly win. You're 2 wins in and it's 5 max, so
Yep.
you're gonna go in and win 5 more.
Let's find out. I'm not holding my breath.
You're clearly gonna win in lane 4.
It's all about lane 4. It's always about lane 4. We know this. Alright. Game's back! Yes! And we're jumping back into it. Into core draft set 2019. No, I don't want to have flashbacks of last time.
I was gonna say your favorite set and your favorite format. What could be better for you?
I wish I wasn't crap at draft, but that's clearly not the case. And it doesn't seem like however much I practice, I seem to get better. So it's dead to me.
I feel like I get better, but it's
not enough of a noticeable difference.
It's one of those,
for me personally.
No, even me. It's like one of those things where I think you just gotta do it like thousands of times, and improvements are slow and
Practice, and actually learn the sets, know the sets.
you basically have to know the set inside and out. That's one thing with Magic that's hard to do is like it's easy to kind of forget about cards because how many 1,000 cards at the moment are legal?
Especially things that aren't popular in, especially if you like play a specific type of format, standard, constructed, or whatever. There's certain cards that you just don't see a lot of.
No, so
you'll
don't
forget.
know. Yeah. Yeah, what does that one do? I haven't seen that in a while. You don't think about a combo that is there.
There was plenty of times that, I mean, as familiar as I felt I was with Diamond Cap Block, something else would come up and be like, wait, I don't remember that card from that set whatsoever. That was Hour of Devastation? What? So, yeah, it's interesting. Decent enough card pool, so can't forget about things. Just depending on how narrowed your focus is. But yeah, if you draft, if you do a lot of draft, then you have a much better idea. Hidden for a 1-drop? Fountain. Oh, this is gaining all the life in white, green, and blue. Okay. That should be interesting.
Yeah. Some interesting color combination.
Meanwhile, opponent's just like, wait, what? Are they really playing Rat Colony? Yes, we really are. I know this is a bad idea.
Is there any format I can get away from this deck?
Unfortunately, not with us. We will keep on coming back to the shenanigans because shenanigans. Because rats. Because format breaking card. I feel like it must go through and shuffle them after it exiles them.
What does the emblem actually say?
Good point.
That weren't at the bottom of the library in a random order. So it is shuffled.
Good to know. Alright, getting all the lands, getting all the life gain, gaining all the things. I really could do. But I'm still not hitting any roadblocks in terms of creatures, so we're gonna keep on chipping away with what this deck does best, which is just go into the face with rats.
You gotta keep that life gain at bay too.
Yeah.
Michael Bay.
at Explosion Bay.
Overpriced Explosion Day.
Ah, wonderful. Gaining more life. Cast. Not getting the card draw thing. Rejuvenation. Gaining more, and what are they going to bring out? What is the RNG? More life gain.
And
Wow.
card draw, too.
They're actually going to the card draw. Yeah. The thing is, they're still not putting up any walls for
No.
me, so this is decent on my end. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want to get in for 15 and then go out the spray to lull them in a false sense of security, and then if they actually get any bodies out, then I Tetsuko.
Yep.
And it's like, BAM!
And then if it happened to get rid of Tetsuko.
Yep. More Tetsukos. Alright, so Sprite. Sprite. Yeah, Sprite.
Man, this really turned around pretty. You're also getting good draws, good land. That was a really weird patch of.
Of just getting flooded or screwed.
It was just weird because it almost flowed straight from my bad luck into your bad luck.
It seems to be like it's very seldom that you actually hit the middle. It usually is feast or famine with the way that the card dropper in terms of mana ends up working out. You get all the land or you get no land. It's very few and far in between. It feels like that you're actually hitting the proper balance in your card draws. Yeah. Getting that ramp on. What are they ramping to? Like, this is it for them now. That's more than 20 to the face. Are they gonna go through and... Okay, you're gaining life. Like, I figured maybe if they're playing green, they're gonna go through and, like, root snare. Do some sort of fog.
Yeah.
Get some fog effects going on, but...
The first creature they brought out. That's a lot of life, though.
This... Hey, what's up, Rambo Hunter?
Yeah, how's it going?
This event is weird. I don't know what to make of it. Can't make heads or tails of it right now.
You can't lose or what? We can lose. Actually, until just now, where we started to turn around, we've been losing constantly.
Yep.
It's about luck.
It really does seem like it.
And there you go.
Rats! I'm actually getting the draws that I need. I'm actually getting the opening hands that I want.
Yeah, which it's funny too, because honestly, the whatchamacallit, I've already forgotten. Cascade is not even helping you that much with rats.
No, Cascade isn't really doing anything with this deck. We had Cascade figured out wrong. It's lesser costed cards, which rats doesn't really end up doing much with that. But gonna keep on going here.
Yeah.
This
I jokingly said you're gonna actually win with it, but you're actually
I wasn't expecting it.
or win. You know what I mean? Go
At least turn it around a bit. But yeah, after that initial, it didn't seem like it. But let's see if the card gods continue to give. And yeah, I'll take that. That's a decent opening hand. Rats into radical idea. See what happens. Chandra is going. Is it? Oh snap! And the card draw.
actually, neither of us have faced Izzet yet, so opt. That's a good hole for them.
I'm worried because I see the Phoenix in the graveyard. This is just gonna... They're gonna proc off of instance and pull out those Phoenixes so quickly, I'm not even gonna be able to do anything about it. Okay.
I don't know.
I really don't know. It's hard. Yeah. You could drake it up, and yeah, Crackling and Enigma would be a strong way to play that off. We're not sure, because we were talking about it's like you could thing that I threw out. It's like if you go mono green, you can go ramp for the small stuff, ramp that begets ramp, and then when you get to the bigger stuff, you get, you know, a Ferox or a Goreclaw that gives you a steel leaf.
Yeah.
Or something bigger. Like you can go that route, but I mean, is it Drake? And Drake burn would probably proc off really nicely. Because you're going through, with an Enigma Drake, you can go through and pull out a bunch of things that go to the face or sweep out the board.
A bunch of things that hit the face.
Yeah.
Which is bad.
And then your Crackling Drake will get your Enigma Drake. Do you want an Experimental Frenzy in that case? I don't know. You're probably better off just going heavier on the instance, I suppose. And there comes the Arclight Phoenix. That's what I was worried about.
As you predicted.
I mean, they don't have enough in the yard at the moment, but things are not looking good for me. Yeah, no, that sounds like a pretty solid approach, Dagon. I would like to see how that worked out. Actually, if you come up with a deck list, let us know. There's no point in Tetsu going.
No.
I'm just gonna pass turn and then Radical ID on that
You're
turn.
just giving him something to kill.
Yeah, something to bolt.
You really want to be able to play that as you're, you know, overwhelming them with their rats.
I have so many rats that they can't respond and then drop the Tetsuko as the bomb, but it's not looking like that's the case right now. They're discovering into opt. Wow. That's just good. Yeah. Arc lights are good Nexus mills. It was funny. I mean, when they initially started spoiling the set and we were looking at Arclight Phoenix, it's like, oh, pff, it's another junk Phoenix that they put in the Mythic slot.
Everybody was, that was the thing.
And it's like, now look at how this thing is panned out. Electric Static Gutter Snipe. Yeah, actually, that sounds like that would proc off really well as well. Go through, you get the Gutter Snipe, and then if you cast either a Wizard's Lightning... resolve. Cast either a Wizard's Lightning or a Lightning Strike, and then you can pull a Lightning Strike or Shock from that, and then proc off with the damage from the Gutter Snipe and the Electrostatic Field. This mode begets a lot of kind of crazy shenanigans. But you really, as we've just even been spitballing here, it's like you really got to go through and focus on that to kind of make it stack and proc itself.
Yeah, I think brewing for this mode would really pay off.
Yeah. Colony's still not doing me too much. But I'm still gonna go through and put it out anyway. All Radical ID on their turn again. I can't believe that I've drawn 3.
Yeah, you've had a lot of that actually, where you get like 3 ofs.
Like, how did I get 3 of the Night Veil Sprites? How did I get 3 of this? How did opponent go through all their shocks? And there come the Drakes. Oh, snap. Things are not looking good. How big is that thing going to be when it drops? And the shock to make it grow bigger. And that takes out...
And remove your rats.
The rats. So.
Ah, rats.
I don't think I stand a hope in hell against this deck. Yep. Yep. You said it. You took the words right out of my mouth. Woo!
They already have you though, basically.
Well, no, now they've given it haste, so it's actually lethal this time.
Oh.
Because they had me on the next one, but now. Better farming cards for new player. Pick a deck that gets you consistent wins, and then just grind away at it and ladder play and free play. The cheapest decks to build at the moment seem to be the monocolored decks. So if you went with mono blue or mono red, because those are the archetypes that seem to do well in the top tiers, and then just go ham on those. Try and go through and get at least your 4 daily wins, clear out your dailies, and then if you have it in you, go for the 15. If you can get the 15 wins so you can get the extra gold on top of the 4 wins and the incremental cards, that goes a long way, but it's sometimes a bit taxing to go through and try and get the 15 wins. So even if you just get the base 4 and clear out the dailies, that's a solid approach. Okay, it's 4 shocks, 4 lightning strikes, 4 of each Drakes. Beldkin. Oh, right. Beldkin, I always forget about that one. 2 damage this. Yeah. Yeah, you could totally build something like that super cheap, and then you gotta have a mana curve so that it works out into this kind of format that, like it says, it cascades out. You want the next spell to be able to get something out from underneath it.
Yeah.
You don't want things to be stacked at, at 2 drops, and then you don't really have anything in the 1 drop slot. This deck really would have benefited if it had something like some 1-cost duresses.
Yep.
What's the other one I'm thinking? Divest.
Divest.
Things like that would have gone through and actually benefited from all of the rats, some cheap 1-drops. So, yeah, if you can go through and build something that kind of stacks in a staircase manner and then will cascade off when you cast that first thing each turn. That seems to be a really solid approach. Yeah, and it is 500 gold to play. So, I mean, it's not that expensive. It's what your typical
event,
constructed.
So, if you're trying to build cards up, you might actually do better not to spend your money on events.
Well, if you can go through and get a solid deck that you feel comfortable in, and you're actually stacking up decent wins on that, I would say the best place to go with that is then into competitive constructed, right? No. Constructed event.
Constructed event. Yeah.
Because again, this one is a 500 gold cost to be able to get in, but you take your best constructed deck, and if you can go through and get at least 4 wins, you've already broken even and come out ahead with some cards.
You should make sure your deck is winning fairly often, though, in ladder before.
Yeah,
because
I've
been slaughtered with what I actually thought were pretty good decks. Though luckily they do have deck-based matching now. When I did a lot of that, they didn't even have deck-based matching. So
yeah, that's the type of thing that you'd go through, come up with a deck that you think is really solid, and then just take it in free play. And then once you've gone through and kind of hit your gold cap for the day there, take it into constructed.
How many years do I need? It won't take years. You really have to knock your dailies out. So you basically have to play every 3 days and clear every daily out.
Yeah.
And then it won't take too long, and it's a bit of luck and just getting wild cards.
The thing is, realistic.
But if you know what you want, just build towards what you want and don't go wide. You really need to focus on 1, if not maybe 2 decks, but probably 1.
For variety's sake, it is nice to have the 2 decks running concurrently, so when you get burnt out on one, you can switch to the other one. But if you really want to go through and maximize it, you focus on 1 deck that's really going to go through and get you there. And then, I mean, I would say going through for those 4 wins that go through and get you 400 gold in addition to the daily, because that's like 900 gold right there.
No, that's true. You should actually do that.
At least 900. That's like a bare minimum.
Gonna build some. Is it Aura Red Blackburn?
X cards. That's a. How does it interpret that? Would it interpret it based on how much you actually paid to cast it, or
doesn't
would it
it
just
always? I'm pretty sure X is always interpreted as 0 when it's these cases when it's converted mana costs. So.
If that were the case,
and it'll come out with a 0. Not 100% sure, but I think that's how that would work. So probably won't work.
If it interprets it as a 0 and it's like a 1 casting cost in addition to that X, yeah, it's not going to end up working out.
It's typically because that's how Momir handles it. So
would interpret it as a 0. That would be something we would have to experiment.
Yeah.
We actually don't know. We haven't played enough of the mode to really see how that might actually fare out.
Yes, I mean, if that's the case, then yeah, no Banefires.
Yeah, which, damn, I really like Banefires. They're an excellent finisher.
Yeah, because you can't block them if you get enough behind them. So
yeah, as long as you got 6 mana to play with, then you can just go to the face and not have to worry about it. Okay, so it is classified as cost plus kicker, so
it's a better economy than Hearthstone.
I don't know. That's arguable.
For new players, I would say. Yeah. I would say actually is a better for a beginner. It is actually a better economy. It's for experience or not experience for people who have a large collection of cards. I would say being able to dust is better.
Yeah.
Or being able to marketplace is even better.
Yeah. Dust or marketplace would be nice. And it's still going to be really interesting to see once they have this fully into effect, which is supposed to be the no duplicates.
Yeah, that'll be very...
Which they're supposed to have kicked in, I think, by like end of March. I heard Q1.
Yeah.
So end of March, if they go through and have that actually fully in effect, that kind of dissuades you from really wanting to go through and crack booster packs.
But yeah, with the fact that you don't actually get...
Like, you could very easily go through and top out on your high-ends, or the low-end stuff.
Yeah, very quickly.
Commons and uncommons are going to be the first that you're not going to end up getting duplicates of.
Actually, as I noticed the deck tracker today, I'm really close to having a full set of commons in Guilds of Ravnica.
Yeah.
Not anywhere near getting the mythic set.
Nowhere close on that, but whatevs. I'm going to do another one here. Whatevs. I know the last one didn't do well. So...
The last one did fantastic. The best one yet.
Yeah, I know. But I mean, compared to other things, do I try the Drakes then? I mean, I have janked Drakes. It's probably not the best. I just want to see how it's going to do. Screw it. Let's try it. I don't even remember what these decks are. It would help if I actually took a look at them beforehand. True.
Yeah.
It will feed into the treasure chest the fastest. And then with those wild cards, you can do whatever you want and start putting them into other sets where you don't really have most of it.
But the amount of progress you get towards your vault is dependent on the quality. But I guess you're going to be getting rares in every pack you open.
Yeah.
I went back in the days of closed beta and Rivals of Ixalan. Well, Rivals of Ixalan is still in. I was just saying before Rivals of Ixalan was still in. It's still in. That's what I opened tons of. It was like the smallest set they had. Yeah. And I just wanted to proc my vaults. It worked.
Yeah, you were really trying to front end that, and it worked for you really well.
And then I hung on to my wild cards up until the moment they got erased.
You should have just gone crazy at the end and built like ridiculous amounts of jank, because you had the collection to do so.
Yeah, I get like 15 or something mythic wild cards.
Wow, not a single line. Okay, well, I'm gonna get to that gutter snipe real fast. How this plays out. So it looks like I do have snipes, static fields, and I'm guessing that I've got at least a handful of drakes in here. I don't know if it's a full stack, but it looks like they're going for the same thing.
Interesting. It's
a mirror. Yeah. Yep. Right to the face. That's legit. I could really use an island right now.
Hopefully? Fingers crossed.
I'm gonna shock their snipe. I don't want to go through and have it proccing on them. Slapping me in the face.
Solid.
Everything goes through. Shuffle it up. You do get rewards for the wins. I don't remember what the actual increment is on that. We're gonna have to go through and check after this match. Stay tuned for that, because I have no idea.
I know your first win of the day is 250. That's all I remember.
But what about in this mode?
Oh, in this mode. Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about daily.
No, because for the dailies, your first win is 250, and then the next 3 wins are 100 gold each.
Right.
And then afterwards, it swaps between incremental card reward and decreased amount of gold. So you'll get, like, I think it's at first 50 gold, and then it goes down to 25.
Right.
Once you start going over double digits. Yeah, it goes down on dailies, and it goes up in the mode. In whatever event you're playing, as Dagon has mentioned.
Yeah, I'd imagine it's probably just over halfway that you at least break even. That's typically how the structured.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not though. Sometimes you gotta get almost
to the end.
Yeah, you gotta get like
5 or 6 of 7.
Yeah.
But for these ones, it seems to be about 4 out of 7 is the break-even point.
About this event.
This event is crazy. There's a lot of stuff that we weren't really expecting out of it, so it's gonna be interesting to see how it plays out. Dude,
Yeah, no worries.
No,
We get the point. That's all that matters.
The point is getting across, so no need to apologize, dude. Yeah, I guess. Swing first.
Yeah, it's...
All right, let's see what happens
Use
here.
the washroom real quick.
No worries. Honestly, with the amount of coffee that I've had, I'm sitting in that same boat. But it's like, nope, I want to play more. I might need to hand over the reins to you shortly, though. Let's keep on chipping away here. All right, so it seems to be an Izzet versus Izzet burn. Wow. Okay. We got the falls. They've got enough stuff. Lightning. What are they going to get off of that? Field? No. Shock. Okay, so are they going straight to the face, or are they taking out my snipe? Snipe would be the smartest thing to take out. Only 1 shock in the yard. Oh, they're taking out the... Yeah, there we go. Making things cheaper, that's no good. Can't have that. Fire mines research. Oh, snap. And I still don't... If I had blue mana, this might actually work. Alright, keep going. Come on. We can get there. We can draw an island. Just... No, we can't. Come on, we can do this. We can draw 1 land, 1 blue land, 1 source. I've got 8 islands in there. I've got 1 steam vent, 1 sulfur. Don't I have more steam vents than that? Actually, no, I probably don't. It's all in the watery graves. And I think it's the Celestia shockland that I also... It happened! Cheesy Pete's, it happened! Alright, I guess we're gonna Drake. Is there any point to bringing out the other Mancer? Yeah, because with the Drake I can go bring out more. Alright, we're gonna swing through with the Drake. No, wait, with the Mancer. Then bring out the Drake. Then see what Drake gets me at. Is it gonna be cheese or is it gonna be board? Shock. Of course it's a shock. It's always a shock. At least I don't get to play anything off of it. Drake is so OP. Both of the Drakes. Enigma Drake, and I'm glad that they reprinted Enigma Drake in M19 because it keeps it in standard. I think the last time that it was in was I'm in cat. Yeah, we're gonna lightning strike to the face. Why not? Yeah, Enigma Drake, fantastic. Crackling Drake, new superstar, and that one's doing well even in modern. So, whew. Drakes is a thing. Pyromancer, gonna pull a shock. What are they getting? No, it's an opt. Fire Mines Research, buffing it up with the counters on there. Draw cards or ping for 5. Any target. Oof. Ooh. Gonna go through and take down the Drake quickly.
Yep.
If I could get 1 more island so I could quasi-duplicate my Drake to get double Drake and actually buff the Drake, that would be nice, but they've got that blue mana up. This land RNG is just
It's just wonderful.
so good.
I was having so much luck with it earlier.
All right, I'm gonna swing with the one Drake that we have. Then we're gonna cast the other Drake and hope that we get something good. Yeah, there's.
wow.
I never played an Alara of Luck. I never played an M12, Core 12, but for us, we've seen a lot of changes as well. Do I bother taking out the Pyromancer, or do I just go to the face? I'm just gonna go to the face.
Face.
I mean, we can't. You came back in Kaladesh block, right?
Yes.
And I came back, I guess, technically also Kaladesh block, Aether Revolt, but I really doubled down on Amonkhet. And before that, like...
You really came back during Amonkhet.
Yeah.
Amonkhet was out.
Yeah, that was really where I went through and... Like, damn it, I'm back! But before that was, like, in the 90s. For me. For you, you'd been coming back intermittently for a while.
I actually played a lot of the Duels of the Planeswalker games.
Yeah, because what was, like, the earliest chord that you would have jumped into? Or setish?
Of course,
When you jumped back in.
oh, when it jumped back in?
Yes.
So in the paper, it was actually M14 was when I jumped back in.
But what about on the digital?
On
Because
the,
you were doing the,
on the digital.
you were doing the Duels of the Planeswalker series as well.
I don't know what Duels of the Planeswalker 1 was.
So
Yeah.
unless they can take out my Drakes, I actually have this here.
I didn't think I played original Ravnica, but it turned out that I actually did kind of play it because I played the digital games. Quickly see.
So they could go through. Yeah, dude. Arena is a breath of fresh air. It's seeing something that's like polished and pretty and really easy to go through and just play with. It's great. I love it.
Well, and even the early digital offerings, A, you didn't have all the cards, and B, you couldn't build your own deck. Which always felt like such a travesty when that's such a big part of Magic.
They've got me here. I don't think I have. What's the shock? Oh wait, that does it. Yes!
Oh, because, yeah, it goes into your,
Oh, I didn't have that otherwise.
Beautiful.
That was what I needed. Woo!
Ah.
And I mean, you can tell that MTG is a breath of fresh air for a lot of people because the watch numbers for it on Twitch, at least from what we've seen, they seem to be up. And the comment that we end up getting from so many people from just talking through chat and streaming and then as well through the internet, just seeing what people are talking about, it's like so many people have gotten back into Magic because of MTG Arena. So
Yeah, the interesting thing I think for us, or at least me personally, was, I've been watching the YouTube Magic community for a while, and to see kind of naysayers and like, I don't know about this,
yep.
from a lot of the bigger creators in the beginning, and now there's so many of them are like, yeah, this is awesome.
For me, what was the turning point was seeing like the initial hesitation and skepticism from the pros.
Yeah.
And then watching them come around to the game. Like, it's flipping awesome. Well, we love to hear about it. I'm gonna duck off quickly.
Quickly,
Feel free to start the next match for me.
All right, sure, why not? What could possibly go wrong?
What could go wrong?
I'm gonna totally ruin your streak. I don't even know what cards are in this deck. But I'm willing to go. I've had no land luck today. He should have known better than to let me be the one to get the opening hand. I think I got him all good. Oh, hey, not much better. can hear you running back. I will let you decide on the scry.
How RNG did I get on the land draws?
Well, the second round was okay, I guess.
Do I want to keep Rel at the top?
That's what I was wondering. I'm like, I'll let you decide.
You know what? I'm just gonna bottom deck him. I think I need something else here. Paying the 2 life? Nope, definitely not paying the 2 life.
Point.
Okay, Jace, what are you playing? What's it gonna be? It's Golgari. Golgari Jace. Sure, why not?
Probably mid-range.
Probably. Woo! Yeah, I mean, and that was the thing that a lot of pros were commenting in what the strengths and things that they were favoring out of Arena as opposed to mid go. The ease of use, the streamlinedness as well, like how quickly games play out in this.
Yes.
Compared to MTG Online, it's like it doesn't compare. It really doesn't compare. Like especially for the drafts, despite the fact that you're drafting against bots, it just streamlines the whole process. And the fact that you can go through and kind of like basically put it on pause by not continuing on with the run.
Yes. Yeah, that's really handy. Because that's one thing in MTG Online is if you're playing a tournament, you're there for the duration. It's just like a real tournament.
Because you're playing against other people, so you don't have the benefit of just being like, no, I need to go, you know, do real life things, have lunch, run errands, do parenting things. Like, yeah. Guess I direct current.
Yeah, put something in your graveyard. Bump up the Drake.
Answer. Comes out. Get my Drake pump. And swing. Swing with my Drakey boy. Technically I could lightning strike as well. Because of the Mancer. Thing is, I think I want to keep that for removal. Just in case. If they try and get rid of my Mancer, I can still go through and play it anyway. So, yeah, we'll see.
Or Jace will just wipe mine. Yeah,
That happens a lot. So it seems to be more frequently that happens to him. And then he recalls every... Oh, contempt. So I imagine that they're taking out the Drake with that. And a Reaper. Yeah, I think I'm going to go through and bolt that.
do it right now. I'll let them get comfortable.
Like they were expecting that. And then I get the shock as well. Bonus
There we
stacks.
go. Shocking.
Is it often that they give out
It's
codes?
not very often.
Yeah, no, codes aren't really something that they're too freewheeling giving with, unfortunately.
Yeah, there's so far I think the only real ones we've seen has been the Play Ravnica code, which if you haven't used yet, you should for the 3 packs. But
Yep.
other than that, haven't really done much. There was the pre-release sealed events that you got.
Yeah, if you bought a pre-release kit, they did have the included code.
Actually, in my opinion, it's something that they're extremely underutilizing.
The whole crossability with the physical and the digital. They need to go through and exploit that more. Try and use the paper product to get people into the digital, and then vice versa as well. Because it seems like this has been MTG Arena has been an excellent gateway drug to get people back into paper Magic.
Well, that's what they really want.
Yeah. Go through and ascend through the tiers. Get back into paper, get into casual play, and then...
Ooh, speaking of tiers casual play, which you know, would ramp you into maybe GPs or pro play. Have you heard about the boycott from artists?
Yes, I did hear about the boycott from the artists.
I thought that was interesting.
They...
I mean, that's not WotC, that is Channel Fireball.
That is Channel Fireball specifically. And did you, in addition to that then, as we were discussing, end up reading about the, like, Channel Fireball did an AMA on Reddit.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, where they're going through and addressing a lot of, like, it seemed like the AMA was brought about because of the fact that there was all of this going on with the artists.
Oh, wow.
So they wanted to go through and try and respond to that and, you know, sway the community's concerns about it.
And they fell completely flat.
Well, I mean, there's some interesting things that came out of it because, like, this is, I wasn't aware, but this appears to be the first year that they've gone through and actually taken on the entirety of the GPs. Before they weren't doing all of them?
I mean, they weren't,
I didn't, like, from what I've read, this is the first year that they're going through and running all of them. It's not just being part out as different things.
Huh.
So they were going through and doing the books on it, and it's like they haven't actually made a profit from this year.
Because they've had to do so many,
They've stretched out way, they've spread way thinner than they thought that they were going to do.
Interesting.
Which is part of the things of the restructuring of this that they're trying to go through and, you know, fix it so that they can provide more in terms of events and attractions to the community at these things, but make it so that the costs aren't necessarily going up as much, which is what they're doing.
Right.
So,
well, yeah, but then
I mean, that's
is
not...
that gonna, you know, get the artists back?
I don't know, dude.
They also play Commander.
Nice. We really need to get into Commander.
Yeah. I've never played multiplayer Commander. I've only played two-player Commander, but a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And then we've played Brawl against each other.
Yeah. Again, haven't done multiplayer Brawl.
Yeah.
It's mostly again just been the two of us, but still.
And I'm really intrigued to actually read about that.
Channel Fireball?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were going through and trying to... Do I attack? Yeah, screw it. I'll attack.
I would attack it. I guess it doesn't matter. I was gonna say I would attack Endraft, but I'm gonna block no matter what.
Because the way that they were talking about it, so the artist community feels like they're basically... They're having these carrots dangled in front of them of like, you could be eligible for a free table or, you know, free accommodations or these things to make them flying out there,
Yeah.
like, justified, but it's not guaranteed.
No.
So it's like a lottery that they're going through and applying for and kind of basically just trying to get in the good graces of CFB.
It's not just that they used to get all those perks.
Yeah.
And as they've said, they actually didn't make money most of the time. And now they feel like they're being treated as vendors, and they don't want to vend.
Yeah.
They'd rather just not go. In the club, all in paper.
Ah, yes. All about that paper. Got this Electrum. That's
Nice,
fine.
nice.
That is fine.
Solid.
Yeah, we definitely still paper, but it seems like these days, just because of ease and convenience, Arena's where it's at.
No fire.
I love paper though. I love just being able to hold the cards. There's just something about that.
It's never gonna be beat, but are they realizing that they're not in attack with everything? Nice. Oh, that got me. Huh. Huh.
Assassin's Trophy.
They might have me here. I need to basically pour some cheese for a win.
Slow golf clap. Slow golf clap.
Hot dog. Hot diggity dog. It don't matter if I don't pull anything else. Woo! Is it? Is it good?
Yep. Or MLG, sorry.
MLG because of the RNG. Oh yeah! I was not expecting that.
Nice.
Playing that, and I'm gonna crack a pack. I've earned one. May as well see what's in there. Omnispell Adept. Ooh. I don't know how handy that'll come in constructed, but there's some place for that in there. Anyhow, keep on going with the.
At the very least, it'll prevent you from getting more copies.
I don't know how many copies I have of that one. I guess no, there's
I guess,
3.
yeah.
Then that will prevent me from
It'll
getting
help
more
work towards preventing you from getting more copies of it.
in the future once they go through and eliminate the doubles. We'll get there. We'll get there.
Well, you still stop yourself from getting more copies. Just feels bad.
Yeah. Yay, I'm getting more above 4, but it's just going to my. Yay. Yay.
Get both colors.
You know what? I'll take this. Electromancer, and then I can at least on the cheap. Oh wait, still can't cheap cause a duplicate. Whatever. Something will come of this.
I would say there you go. There's another land, but no, it's not the right land.
It's not ideal, but I can still direct current off of that. So, and I can still Enigma Drake. So, not the worst. Not the worst.
Actually, I don't even remember what I was watching. I was watching some like infographic video on YouTube. It wasn't Mad Right, and every time they referred to land, they used the magic land cards in the animation. I thought that was quite amazing. I wish I could remember what it was.
I want to watch that now.
It literally had nothing to do with magic.
But I love those random references. Nice.
Shocking.
Can't say that I saw that coming. But then I'm not surprised. Because, you know, Boros.
True Benalia. Boros! I love Benalia. I used to have 4 copies. I have 1.
Yeah, you were all about those knights.
Boros Weenies has been a deck that's intrigued me, even though like being called Boros Weenies from most of what I've seen is quite dubious.
How many days is the tournament going on right now?
I would imagine it is till Monday.
Yeah,
That's
probably.
typically what they do. Friday, Saturday, Monday.
Sunday.
No Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, I think it is just for the weekend. So 4 days. Play to your heart's content.
Just not Sunday.
I would go through and take out their knight. Yeah, typically the special events just run for the 4 days. It's when they go through and swap things out for the draft, either competitive draft or just regular best of 1 draft.
Which they keep in the game all the time now, but there was a point during closed beta where the drafts and all events were just for the weekend and you just had ladder during the week.
Yeah.
So.
Which I'm glad they've gone through and changed that.
That current is 2, right? Or is it 3?
2. Or, yeah, 2.
You could kill the Aurelia, but I think they're playing Boros Angels. Aurelia coming out.
So I'm worried about this thing swinging through. But
Aurelia is not a knight. Not that that is much of a...
do I swing with a Drake? If they block? Could take it out. Whatever, because I'm probably not going to end up blocking with the Aurelia because it's just gonna be too beefy. All right, let's see how this happens. Probably not gonna go according to plan, but whatever. I'm just gonna end up taking a lot to the face. Yep, a lot to the face.
Well, okay. Why not shock away the token?
I haven't played anything this turn yet. Okay, I'm gonna go through and direct current it. See what I can proc off underneath it.
What are you gonna pitch? Quasi duplicate?
Ooh, what? Oh, it's the first
Oh
time.
right, first time. Jeez.
Yeah. I'm not jump starting it, remember?
I miss brain function.
That's fine. I was figuring Demir could be good just because of the surveil. Whatever.
It can be, but then there's also the fact that you get your card shuffled when you
Yeah.
when you play stuff. I mean, you can play it around it, but
The thing is, and as we've seen, control isn't necessarily the best because they still get the proc off of whatever they cast, even if you
yeah,
go
you
through
can
and
counter it. They still get something. I played Mono Blue Tempo as my run, which I did before Venture's run here. I got one win.
Yeah.
Did much worse than I did in ladder.
We were expecting it to work out completely differently. It's just, yeah, even control isn't as strong as one would hope in this. Ah, lava coal. Doggone it. Problem.
I feel like there's a lot of justice in what she does. Exemplar of justice.
She tries to justify it somehow.
That's true.
Alright, let's see. Are they gonna sacrifice a life? There's nothing cheaper than that. They're paying the 4. Okay. Alright, so they're hitting me for ace. I'm down to 12. Playing a risky game here. I don't know if this is going to work out for me.
Ooh.
That's bonus. I will take that. Yep.
Thing. It's a thing.
That's a thing. Definitely a thing.
Thing that can happen and just did.
Okay. Oh. The starter pack that they offer in here was actually a
Yeah,
good deal.
very good idea. The price is so cheap.
Because it's like, what, $5 you get... How many packs? 5 packs?
Why was it 3?
I want to say it was 5 packs, and then I don't remember how many gems, like 2,500
Yeah,
gems?
the gems alone are worth it. And then the throw packs. And in fact, I would argue that it's the purchase that is worth it. You're going to buy something. The gems aren't necessarily worth it. Speaking of somebody who put a lot of money into the game early on.
Why is it not letting me cast the shock?
You gotta wait.
I should be able to. There we go. It was just having a moment.
Well, it's like earlier today. I tried to put something back in my my hand and I accidentally cast it.
It's lagging a bit. It's lagging a bit.
5. There we go. So yeah.
Yeah, the starter pack that they offered in MTG Arena is actually a really good deal. You will not get that kind of value in any other purchases in the future.
And actually, honestly, if you have the gems, if you can do a sealed, I know there's not one in the moment. They just rolled out at M19. Is a very good use of the gems, other than just buying the packs, because it actually works out to be a slightly cheaper rate, and you get to play the event. And even if you lose completely in sealed, you get 3 booster packs on top of the 6 15-card booster packs you get to build your deck from. Actually, how I built my collection up after they went into open.
Let's see what happens.
You can also, you can also spend your gems on packs.
Yeah, you can spend the gems on packs, or you can spend them on events. And really, in that respect, it's kind of where you see the benefit.
Yeah, if you feel like you're doing good and you can win an event, it can be worth it to spend it. If I remember correctly, there's no price break on packs, so...
This worked out perfectly.
Yeah.
Because I was able to go through and direct current into the Electromancer, which allowed me to go through and play the other direct current.
You win.
And then I pitched the Niv.
You don't care.
Nope. That's why I held onto that land and didn't pitch it to the other direct current. Holy crap. I did not expect that one either.
Oh.
Nice. Alright, yeah, because right now, one more win and I break even for gold.
That's what
But then I still come out 2 cards ahead. Right now I'm still 2 cards ahead. One of them being rare and one of them being uncommon. But
I actually feel like that's pretty close to being even. When you've got the 400, like...
Yeah.
You've paid 100 gold for 2 cards.
Yeah, because it doesn't show starter anymore since I already went through and bought it.
I know there was people who actually managed to buy it multiple times, which would be one of them.
I heard about that. I'm
pretty sure I heard that too. I heard... Can't English anymore. I think I heard about that from you. That was way too hard to get out.
So yeah, I mean, if you're going through and it's $5 for 5 packs, $5 for 5 packs plus 2,500 gems, like that's... You can't beat that kind of value. If that's actually what it is. I can't remember.
Well, yeah, it is 5 packs, so... I don't remember.
I can't remember the gems, but I think it was
Yeah, how many
2,500.
gems do you get? Out of curiosity, I can't...
I think it
was a lot. I believe it was more... Yes, it was more than...
It was enough to go through and do...
It was more than $10 worth, but less than $20 worth. So it was...
It was like enough to go through and do one of the drafts in gems and then still have some extra left over. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think they were trying to get you to do competitive, actually. That one is the expensive.
Yeah, competitive is...
Yeah, I think it was more than this, so 2,000, 2,500, something like that. Anyway, let's continue on with this. See if we can go all the way.
You have 0 losses, right?
Yeah.
You're probably going to go all the way. So definitely seems like a good deck for this.
It's the way that the cheese is proccing itself.
Because you've had the best luck. I just had a brutal time.
Even the rats did decently. I wasn't even expecting the rats to like go very far, but there was gas there.
Yeah, somehow.
More gas than in Boros, which I haven't played yet. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna still keep this.
Oh, bad one.
All right, opponent Jace. What do you got? Jace playing green. Into a line of War Elves. Alright. They're rapping. All for falls. All we can do. Oh crap. That's a problem.
Okay.
This is a problem.
Yeah, that's Golgari mid-range if I ever saw it.
With the Walker? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Do I
I
play a
would be
mountain?
shocked to learn that they,
Or do I
yeah.
play a mountain? I think I go through next to the Drake, at least I can block it.
Yeah, even if they proc up the walker.
I guess I take the shock and I take out the elves. Would have been nicer if it would have been a lightning strike so I could have taken out the walker.
That would have been fantastic.
That would have been quite the top deck luck. Which is what I feel like I need right about now. They're gonna
Cast down,
pull
man.
another elf off of that, of course.
Yep. There we go, you called it. Elf-tacular.
Need more legendaries, clearly. Cast down. Dog, gone. And another walker. And the growth and the pain of the attacking. Woo! This is gonna be not good. Okay. I mean, I'll play the Drake and it's still not doing me much, but it's better than nothing? Alright, let's do it. Sure. More bodies. I'll take them.
And better than nothing.
It's gonna make my eyes cheaper, which is not the worst thing. Not that the control is, as we've discovered, that great in this mode. Vivian. Vivi, what do you got? Contempt! Woo! Alright, there goes my Drake.
The wild wasn't
And
meant
now
to be
plus
the
to go
wilds
through
are
and
my
pull some
shield.
more creatures. No, forced. Okay. Not how I wanted it to go, but... Sure.
Balance comes.
I was worried that they might... No, wait. Creature with flying, my bad.
Right.
And I can't even counter it.
Nope. And they get something from it.
Of course they do.
And
Can I counter the thing that they get from it?
I have no idea.
Let's find out.
I'm-
Curiosity.
Yeah, I'm very curious. Well, yeah, if you can, do it. Yeah.
Okay, that did work. Bonus ducks. Yeah.
I mean, it's not the most reassuring.
Nope, not really. Alright, let's see what I get off the snipe. It's a strike. That would have been handy, like, you know, a while ago. They swing with everything. That's the end of the fate. They won't swing with the elves, though. But they're going to grow the walker. Now they're going to cast another walker and then throw it off of the Jade Light after that. Twice.
Enter the unknown.
Are you kidding me?
How could have they had a better RNG draw?
Possibly. Possibly.
GG.
There's no way in Cheesy Pizza can come back from this. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
You got this.
Oh, wowza.
You Woo! You really don't got this, buddy. Feels bad. Hey, at least you had a good run.
Until this point, yeah. Wasn't bad. Look at that!
Why wouldn't you attack with it? Oh, you could have killed it, I guess, if you blocked with everything, but...
I mean, I could block with everything right now and still... No blockers! It's just...
I was gonna say, but... if you block with everything, they kill you next turn, so it's... Well, that's...
That's fantastic!
Useless.
Yep.
Alright.
Hilariously bad.
You can't stop nature.
Okay. Zoni. Thousand-eyed.
Wait, but... if I cut down a tree,
One,
haven't
two,
I stopped it?
three.
And isn't that stopping nature?
Finality. Oh no. If I cast that now, will I actually go through counter that one?
Yeah.
Go ahead, just let it roll to see what's gonna happen.
I'll find out
What the second mode is? Branch walk.
Is it fun?
No. There's no possible way that I can do anything off of this.
I didn't even notice their health.
Yeah, like, look at that.
37 to 6. They're only 31 health above you at the moment.
Like, usually that would be impressive, right? Right now, look at that. It's nothing. And then they just completely steamroll me with their impending forces of doom. Look at that. That's a good question. Why haven't I given up yet? My not blocking is my giving up.
It's a theme with Venture.
I push it way too far.
He'll play a good, dozen hands after knowing he's gonna lose.
I'm always curious to see how it ends up wrapping out.
I usually concede the second I see that there is no possible way to come back.
That the writing is on the wall.
Oh,
Let's see if I can make it to halfway. I just need one more win. And that's going to go through and actually give me, my break-even point.
which is nice.
But I'm still pretty decent right now. 400 gold.
Yeah, and you were just doing the last one. You got 300 on your previous run, didn't you?
I think so.
And then you had nothing on your first run.
Yeah.
Way better off than I was.
Woo! Alright, continuing on. What do we got here? Come on. There we go. It's the Ravnica board. That's a lot of... not really what I want.
But not...
The thing is, I've got land.
You got land and you have
plays.
I mean, they're defensive, but...
I'll roll with it, because if I don't, then I'm just not going to get any land on the next one. Of course, now I'm going to get flooded. With Dimir, it's more plausible to go through and actually stabilize and then return from that.
And there's no point. There's really actually no point in conceding until you go, all right, it doesn't matter what I pull and it doesn't matter what I play.
Yeah.
That's when it's like, all right. I really like their name. Really long name.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't even notice that. Oh, Lava Runner. That's... think I'm gonna shock that. Because I mean, what else am I supposed to do with all these things in my hand? Ah, bells unlock. Oh, there are golem on my cards. No. Oh wait, this isn't here. Never mind. Okay, and we're still doing nothing. At least when my Drake comes out, hopefully it'll be imposing. Omen is not doing anything.
But they're also playing Is It, so...
So do I go through and lightning strike them to the face?
Probably not.
Yeah, wait.
We're probably gonna have to remove something. That's my guess. I don't see
How this works out any other way?
Yeah, it's well, I mean maybe not, but it's way too early in the
Risk factor. Nice. That's a card that I hadn't thought of for a while. And a radical idea. That is
all about the jump starts.
It's all about the card draw on that. So I take action. I take the Fort of the Faith. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see what happens here. I'm wondering, how heavy do you suppose they're leaning into the counters?
Not very heavy.
What's it gonna be? Electromancer into Opt.
It was a lot of cards if they went through.
Seemed like. Now I'm gonna shock that Mancer.
Give it quite the shock.
Well, that should prevent them from being able to play an Iron. Slap up the crackling. That comes out. Then we are cooking with gas. But that's only if.
Chart a course.
Why? Okay.
Chalk on the stack?
I could.
Radical idea.
Fine.
Radical, dude.
I'm gonna throw a shock on the stack.
I had made that joke in good 15 minutes.
At least 15 minutes.
So what do you get? What do you get? What do you get?
0. Zilch. Nada. Not a dang thing.
Phoenix, eh?
I had completely forgotten about that.
Lightning strike that thing.
Alright. What's the Drake gonna get me? It's an Ionize. Decline.
Words.
Yep. Not really what I was hoping for, but whatever. Draw, and it's land, but at least that's not land that I'm gonna draw. One less. Now just give me some cheese. Don't let opponent go off and bring out the Arclight again. So if they do, I can just block it. Cinderwind. Okay. Chart the course. Chart a course. The course. The only course. Drawings.
Set a course to winning.
Alright, what's it going to be? And I'm still swinging in with the Drake regardless, but I think they might, well, like, shock it out or something like that. Otherwise, why would they be attacking like that? No blockers.
Yeah, that's a good point.
They want to be able to ping for 2 or 3.
They might have a shock, lightning strike, something like that.
Wizard's lightning.
So it's not enough damage to do an insta kill.
Okay. Quasi duplicates we might be able to do it with. Cool. Yes. Mancer. Heck yeah. Yes! Okay, do I want to go through and cheese their Cinderwind first? I think I do. What are they gonna do? Are they gonna shock my Electroman? Are they gonna off? Wizard's Lightning! Here we go. Oh, right, because it's still a 3-cost spell, so they can bring something out, like an Electromancer. This mode's so crazy. Well, that's pretty decent. And I can quasi-duplicate again. Ideally. And because it's Crackling Drake, so even if it's from exile, it still counts. Yes! As opposed to the Enigma, which doesn't have that same lean. I'm still gonna take the 4 to the face. Hit me. How many is that now? Ah, crap. This is gonna bring the Arclight back, isn't it?
You can't really take the damage either.
I let them draw the cards.
I mean, you could take it, but that's really stretching yourself thin. But yeah, that might cause the
Arclight's coming out, isn't it? Nope, nope, nope. They need one more. Which they might be able to do because of the Mancers making things cheap enough. Or they could have a Wizard's Lightning. Hard to say. I don't think I remember hearing this version of the song before.
no.
A more electronic version of it. I'm just waiting for the bass to drop.
To be honest, actually, I only turn the music on usually for streams.
Serious? Okay.
Cards today.
That's come on. Where's the
Oh,
arc? Where's
wait.
the arc light?
They just threw it in there. There we go. 2 of them.
2 of them. I can block one of them. Oh. Alright, let's see what I get off of it. Alright. It begets a lightning strike. Do I take out one of them? So open right now. I think I need to take one of them. But the thing is, they're gonna keep on coming back. Phoenix or face? Do I take out one of the peons?
I take out a Phoenix.
Alright, this could bite me in the butt, but we'll find out. But I can't afford to swing.
They just don't block, and then
Yeah. I need to have a decisive...
Well, they wouldn't kill you in the next turn.
They
but-
could if they ended up going through and top decking some cheese.
Yeah, that's true. Well,
Which
top
on-
decking some cheese. Look at how many cards they have.
With all
They
the
might just
jump
have it.
With all the jump starts, yes. Adela's, crap, it's got haste, doesn't it? A radical idea.
All about the card draw.
That's one instant that it has so far. They need to go through and bring out, what, 2 more? Then Arclight's back at it. Lava Runner's not going to do it, but that still has haste. They're still going to clear me out, aren't they? Yeah. They're going wide enough that it doesn't matter. Two. And everything is buffed because of Adela's. And there's the second Arclight, and everything's buffed again. Ah. I was hoping.
I just kind of thought that you were gonna pull out the
I know.
win and go on to the last one, and I don't know how you would have done there.
Yeah, I
Could have gone either way.
like, look at this. This is just... That's beautiful. All right. Woo! Ah, that was really nice. Really long game. Really long name. Wasn't a really long game though, was it?
No.
Ah, that was reasonable. That was reasonable. That was reasonable. But that was still a heck of a lot of fun. Woo! All right, let's claim my prizes. Them Phoenix is badass. Damn. I really thought they had just gone through and achieved it with Rekindling Phoenix. You know, Burning Owl Boy, but Arclight is definitely showing that is no slouch. An Arboretum Elemental? And my rare, not a mythic, it's a rare. It's an Omnispell Adept. I feel like I've seen that one before.
Have you?
Haven't I?
I've never seen it before.
Ah, man. But was not that bad.
Yeah, surprisingly.
And it was actually a lot of fun to play. That one ended up cascading considerably better than my initial attempt with rats. So, go figure.
Yeah, I'm glad you actually had fun playing the mode.
Hidden pool. Yeah, it seems to be like that's something you really need to go through and kind of build towards. I mean, my mono red aggro didn't do anything with this. And Ratsuko initially thought was going to benefit from the whole Cascade, but as we found out, that clearly was not the case. So, yeah, staircasing your casting costs, that seems to be the way to go in the Cascade mode that they have going on for the next 4 days. So I think we're going to call it a stream there. I don't know if I have another run in me, but that was a heck of a lot of fun. Nox's Cascade Constructed is quite the shenanigansy mode. Definitely something that seems to be gearing you towards building for it specifically. But fun nonetheless, and a good way to go through and try and grind out some gold and get some extra packs. So enjoy.
I wouldn't say it's a good way to grind out gold to get packs. I wouldn't go that far.
It's an interesting way to do so. It's an interesting way
Interesting, yes. I wouldn't say it's a good way. Just because you have to get you have to get 4 to break even.
That's true. That's true.
And there's a lot of RNG in it, so.
Seems to be, but I mean, with the way that we're cycling through those decks, it really felt like a throwback to Momir at its worst time.
Felt nothing like Momir to me.
I just keep on thinking Bells and Luck with all those cards being drawn. But yeah, that has been Nox's Cascade Constructed event. Had a decent showing at it. I don't know. It was interesting. It was mixed. It was all over the place, but it was shenanigansy and it was spicy. And if you guys have any ideas, any deck brews, any specific combos that you figure can work out in this mode, let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you guys and would love to know how you guys are faring in this mode as well. So let us know, and we will definitely be back with more MTG Arena probably next week.
Yeah. Stream every Friday, so we're bad at not locking down an exact time, but sometime on Friday evenings. And if you enjoyed the stream, hit that subscribe button so you can find out the next time we're live.
Yeah, and hit
or follow or whatever it is on the platforms.
Any of those crazy fangled things. And yeah, if you are still interested in card games that aren't Magic the Gathering, we will be streaming Artifact tomorrow as well. It's the new hype that we are on and having a fairly interesting time with it. So feel free to join us for that as well. And otherwise, until you guys decide to hop in for the next stream, or we go through and do some random streaming at any point, hope to catch you then. And until the next one,
Peace.
peace out.